And we're on! We're on! Welcome everyone. Welcome to the new Dungeons and Dragons. I'll do a tiny little Ed intro here, but I'm not in charge today. I'm so happy about it. I'm not in charge today. It will be Tom, Sir Tom. We are playing the very first episode of his homebrew with the wonderful name, and you can see the logo down in the corner. It's all the way over here. Who made it? I made it for my buddy because I love him. It is Stars of the Shattered Skies. Tom, take it away. It's all you, buddy. DM. So let's do this.
I think this first session is gonna be pretty chill.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably do a little background, out of character, learn about some stuff, maybe take a little break, take like a 5-minute break or something. Then maybe jump in. I was gonna do like an in media res, just to jump in action, but I think since we're missing a couple of our members, we're gonna ease into it. We're gonna get to know our characters a little more than just start chopping off heads, which I assume you guys do, right?
Him more than me. I scare people with arrows.
Don't worry, I got this. I got you.
I don't know anything about Josh's character. I know Ed's character sheet has a lot of fancy words I don't know, but I know that they do 1d8 plus 3, so I know exactly what that is.
Those are my weapons. Those are my cool weapons. I'm using the D&D alternate Eastern weapons list.
Hey, you know what? As long as you're not just rename the weapons, right? That's all you need to do.
That's all it is, literally.
It's just renaming them.
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, it does just 1d20 plus 6 damage.
Well, there's an actual
it's really cool.
Like an Asian table.
It's been folded a billion times.
It's if you look it up in the dungeon, is it the Dungeon Master's Guide? I think it is Dungeon Master's Guide. The Wixib, and that shows all of the. It shows it taps into that a little bit, which is cool.
There might even be an entry in the player's handbook that talks about just renaming shit.
Yeah.
A little thing.
The other book expands.
So you guys have to help me out with pronunciation.
Help me too, because I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna take a swing.
Your character, your rules. We're playing in Fantasyland. It's pronounced however you say it.
Fantasyland.
So, what do we want to start with?
Where should I?
At the setting stuff.
Huh.
I'm cool with the setting. Oh wait, what's going on?
Where should I upload my synopsis?
Drive?
Wherever you want.
Put it in that drive? Do we have permission to put it in that drive?
I don't know. Do we have permission in that?
I think you just have permission to look at things. If I put a file in here, make it edible.
Yeah.
Make it edible.
Edible.
Make it yummy.
That's it. That's it.
Just make it yummy. We'll be good. Let me copy it into it.
I'm working on it.
I can upload it to the Discord.
Get it.
Put your shit here. That's the name of it.
All my shit is in the Roll20.
I don't think you guys can do anything with it. Roll20 also great if you want to put it. I can make a handout too. That probably actually makes.
Yeah, that would actually be even easier. He could just
I'll make you a handout.
Or he can literally click on his the character sheet, just put it in the bio of the character sheet. Just edit and then
I
slap
have
it
a
in.
character?
Yep. Josh should say your name.
Yes, Josh.
I should say Josh.
All
starring
players,
himself.
edited by all players. Alright, it's in there. This is a handout for you.
There
if
you
you
go.
want to put it right under your character sheet there. or just put it in the character.
I'm just putting it on the character sheet. You can
Bubble.
delete that.
Babu.
So, oh, also Ed, I don't think with you we ever went over the results of that survey.
With me? Oh, tell me the results. I mean, I got the feeling reading.
We did it after you left.
Oh, that's okay.
But I think the last time. But so just going over a few. I think it's in the drive. You can pull it up yourself if you want.
Yeah. Okay.
So for our fantasy setting, we were looking at something based in the major city, but venturing out into the wilderness often. This is similar to your Monday game you run in a sense.
Kind of.
The idea is your home base is in the city, and the idea is you'll go out and do something, come back. That way it also helps the people are dropping in, dropping out. Maybe they just missed a mission or two or something. Sort of. Also, I like the idea of you just going out and accomplishing something, right?
Yeah.
Go out, you get your goal, do it, keep it simple. 20% wanted post-apocalyptic, 20% wanted countryside-like stuff. So I kind of tried to adapt those, and we'll see that post-apocalyptic and countryside stuff merging in with it. As you can tell if you've read the stuff, the world's very dire straits.
Yeah, it's a little rough.
I was like, it just got more. I had a bunch of ideas in my head, right? And I was like, okay. And then I was like, all right, oh shit. It was like Monday, and you guys were like, what the fuck is this game? What are we doing? And I was like, all right, I gotta put my thoughts into words, which I hate, but we're gonna do it or else nobody knows what's going on. And then it turned out to be a lot worse than it sounded originally. The tone, though, pretty loosey-goosey. 20% dark gritty, 20% whimsical, 60% variable. Pretty out there. So we'll just kind of take it as we go. I mean, I think I'll be trying to attend more to a little more serious side, especially more compared to how I was player in the last game. But that's because I think a DM always kind of has to do that stuff, right? Mm-hmm. That's what makes it funny when the players are being ridiculous, is when the world around them is serious.
Yeah.
So that juxtaposition that works. If the DM is silly and the players are silly, I mean, you're probably still gonna have a good time. It's gonna be
extra goofy.
Silly. Lethality for this campaign, 80% were like a death or two over the campaign.
Yeah.
Similar to the last one, 20% no deaths at all. Sorry, Michaela, but people are gonna die. She's so worried. I don't think she's ever lost a character.
No? Oh no.
I have never killed a character in the past 3 campaigns of DM.
Oh, no. I've got fresh blood on my hands from last year.
So they're due. Michaela's due. Michaela will die this campaign. Hopefully she doesn't watch this.
Actually, I have even fresher blood. I killed 2 characters in Waterdeep. Anyway, go.
Resurrection. Resurrection's rare. It's going to require its own side quest to do. 80% said that. 20% not a thing at all. So I think when your characters are dead, they're going to be dead. That's just the matter of it.
I like that best.
I think if anything, because the world is pretty fucked. For example, what is it? You need a diamond worth 1,000 gold to resurrect somebody.
Yeah.
We might not even have to change the spells. It's just good luck finding a fucking diamond worth 1,000 gold to cast the spell. That will be a thing, and it's not really going to matter because it doesn't sound like anybody's playing a spellcaster. But spell components that have cost to that, like a gold piece cost to them, aren't going to be just laying around everywhere. Although, I mean, if it's crucial to your character's identity and build, I'll make it available. But, yeah.
Killer.
Also, this is going along, jumping a little bit ahead, one of the homebrew rules that when you drop to 0 HP, you're conscious, but you can't take any actions.
Oh, the idea. I like that.
So, if a wolf's chewing on you, you'll still be conscious as he, rips your jugular out. That also means don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if I keep hitting you while you're at 0 HP.
Okay.
I mean, you could try and play dead. I think that's the one thing you can't do. Right.
There's a spell for that.
If you want to just pass out, you can have yourself pass out. You can always have the option of just losing consciousness.
Okay, cool.
Or you could remain conscious and watch yourself. As far as players knowing each other at the start, 60%. Some know each other. Some people are more familiar with others. 20% none at all. 20% a mix between those two. which sounds like what we're kind of getting already with your two characters knowing each other. Maybe you don't know the other ones as much, or what. More for you guys. Pretty much everybody wanted to start at level 3.
Yeah.
One person wanted to start at level 5.
It's a little too much. It's cool, but
yeah. Level 5 is kind of when the danger goes away a little bit.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We're fixing that.
Tarask.
Not looking forward to that.
The tip is more encounters, not stronger things in one encounter. Then I think we just had a couple custom homebrew questions. One was about homebrew social rules to sort of add it to a turn-based structure, sort of consolidate it, which we got 80% yes on, 20% no, which we can look at. It wouldn't be for every interaction whenever you talk to somebody. And then the other was for more custom wilderness rules, which are a little more powered by the apocalypse based, a little more like, okay, make a camp is what you do. 100% said yes, said 0% so I don't know if it's clear which one is which, but we'll look into those. Any homebrew rules we do, we'll probably revisit at some point. Like, if we need to change something, we will, if something is just dumb and not fun, we're gonna change it. If something's just broken, we're gonna change it. And I appreciate all input. If somebody has a good idea, let us know. Right?
Hell yeah.
Unless they're ads ideas.
Yeah, mine are terrible.
That's true. Don't
listen to me.
He has no idea what he's doing.
I'm just terrible.
Have you ever played this game before?
Oh god, I don't own any of the books.
Let alone Roll20, right?
Wow.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You new to digital tabletop too?
Brand new, first time.
Ooh, exciting.
It's gonna be rough, man.
I'll try.
And you're playing what? A sorcerer? Holy shit! Oh no, wait.
No,
wizard. You told me wizard. Yeah.
Dude,
oh god.
Harder than all of them.
Prepare spells.
The fighter, though, man. The fighter is whole. You gotta know when to action surge.
I'm taking over. Rocks fall, you both die. You're dead.
No, I think fighter is great. I look forward to everybody multi-classing out a fighter, as everyone does. Yeah. So, do you guys have any questions, comments, concerns about the setting? I'm not just gonna read through everything. Obviously we'll find out more stuff as we go.
I definitely have some questions about the setting. So my first question, and I know I'm probably gonna have a couple of these. I don't know what Josh will have. How long has the settlement of Bastion clung to the side of this mountain? By the which, what's the mountain's name? I know we have Lore.
Lore. The mountain range is known as the Barrier Peak.
The Barrier Peak. How long has the settlement of Bastion survived?
So good question. You know this is a good question, because I intentionally did not say that in my note. Because I think that's something a little more up to us.
Okay, yeah.
I think, or at least up to everybody. I think at least 20 years. This
cool.
is a new thing.
I'm thinking I was hoping under 100, like a little bit more, because we have like a generation gap thing that we kind of were hoping that like our recent ancestors weren't from here, but we were born here.
The elves here definitely remember not living a regular life. I think the big idea with partially what I want with the city is it was a city that was built with these strong walls, and then it just kept growing to the point where they're trying to keep it inside the city, but it's kind of buildings on top of each other, but also still maintaining that sort of terraced farming.
I love it. I'm imagining a ton of steps.
It's very much like a favela, if you think like a Brazilian favela. Steps everywhere.
Steps. It's so many steps. I love it.
Not that wide.
Not that wide.
And I got a question for you guys. I don't think we really answered the question. Do we want a hard number, or do we, for how long has the stronghold been here?
I'm cool with a century around there.
Century, I'm cool with anything over 20, essentially.
Okay.
My question was, how long ago was the post-apocalyptic event?
Yeah, that's a big one too.
Well, here's the thing.
When
I
did
wouldn't
that
consider.
happen? How fresh is it in everyone's minds? Yeah.
I mean, that's probably what happened right before Bastion was a thing.
Yeah,
I'd say
same
that
time
started.
around that.
Started probably about 5 years. It was probably maybe 5-7 years of this whole thing slowly moving and going on.
So how old Bastion is will be very close to the same time that the apocalyptic event happened.
Yep.
Okay.
Add a few years on there.
Add a few years.
I wanted to try and keep some things that are keep some cliches,
Please.
keep some new stuff.
Yeah.
Like the dwarves are very much what you think of when you think of dwarves. They're very territorial. I
love it.
tradition driven. So it's like, we can't let you in. I mean, they're not assholes. We'll help you.
It's classic. They don't let you in, and you build a settlement right outside. You're going right back to Tolkien.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I like cliches, especially mainly for like RPGs, because we're trying to communicate these ideas or these that we have in our head to each other. And honestly, the easiest way to do that is through something we all know and have in common. So it's trying to find the right balance of like having things be cliche, but mixing in a few like nuances or new takes on it.
Thank you.
I'm cool. Do we want a century? Do we want an even 100?
What do you think, Josh?
Or do we want humans and non-elves to remember living not in Bastion?
I do personally. I feel like that fits us very well.
I think as the human race, knowing what it was like before is going to be really important.
Very important.
How do we feel about 35 years?
I'm okay with that. I'm only 29.
30 or
I want to have lived my life.
We're gonna try to stick even numbers. 30. Let's stick in multiples of 10. It's easy to remember that one.
25 or 30.
Okay.
25 or 30.
I would be comfortable with like 25 because our backstory has some like other layered stuff in there. If you're okay with 25, that's cool. That would give us a chance to be like 5 years old when stuff was happening.
It's also important to note that Bastion, it's not when Bastion was created, everybody lived there. It's a place that was created, and then slowly, as things got worse in other places,
other people came.
People moved to.
Yeah.
So it could have been here for 30 years, 25 years. But then you came here 10 years ago.
That works for us, yeah, 100%.
All right. I'm just going to make a note of that somewhere down here.
Other questions. I'm imagining with this being very much like a colony city, that a lot of different cultures come into play. We have a very unique Eastern culture between our characters that we will want at least implemented in our distinct like family. Like possibly with like home and honor system and that kind of stuff. Is that gonna be okay bringing that in, even if it's just centered on us and like our close relatives?
The campaign is centered on you guys, all right?
Okay, yeah.
Fine.
I know. Stab me with a knife.
Not wrong.
Are you committing Sudoku there?
I'm committing the Sudoku.
Good
job.
1, 2.
Yeah, there's an instruction booklet. It's bad.
Cool. Yeah. Tell me about your culture a little bit. Is this written down? Do you guys have this written down? Or do I need to take notes?
You might want to take notes for sure. Josh, you want me to start?
Go ahead. Hey, take it away. You got my stuff now too. You can.
Yeah. Absolutely, I do. We are brothers of the Ka clan. We are of a. We want to insert somewhere into this world a very Eastern-inspired country or community or culture, where it's very much akin to the samurai, akin to the ages in Japan where there was a lot of separated states and a lot of war.
Is this like romanticized samurai?
Yes.
Historical samurai? Okay.
Romanticized, I would say a little bit. This is very anime. We're very much anime boys here. Ramoni Kenshin like
Ramoni?
I don't have any idea.
I don't know how to pronounce.
Ramoni?
What is it? Ronin? Ronin?
It's Roni. Yeah.
Roni? I don't.
Ramoni.
I'm gonna say Ramoni. Ravioli Kenshin.
Ramoni Kenshin.
Ramoni.
I have no idea what that is.
It's an anime.
As long as I get to call you guys weebs every month.
You totally can, because we're gonna play into those.
Come on down, get some cheese, Ramoni.
Ramoni's.
Ramoni.
Ramoni's.
Hey, it's Tony Ramoni. What's going on?
I will forever live my life
cousin,
mispronouncing things. It's great. I'll live with that forever on the internet. Great. Anyway, yes, we are brothers of a fairly respectable family, one of probably very few that survived the calamities of the end of the world, as it were.
I think the world's still alive.
It's still alive, but
I'll interrupt right now. I don't think
one.
this is so much post-apocalyptic as it is apocalyptic. I don't think we're at the post part yet. I think the threat that's ruining the world is still out there and is still coming to get you.
Okay. Yeah, we're essentially sons of could be nobles. I'm imagining a little bit higher up, a little bit more of the elegant family. Was that where you were with it, Josh?
Ish, yeah. If it wasn't like royalty level.
Not royalty.
Merchant.
Merchant. Yeah, well off. Just to it's very loosey goosey because we're coming up with this pretty off the cuff, but the our perfect our
hey, you're not supposed to say it.
I told Josh earlier, I was like, I kept managing to plan shit, but then like I kept getting really busy, and then I kept playing Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, I kept getting really busy, and then I got like really drunk. So.
Oh god!
Welcome to 4th of July weekend for me. You're really drunk most of the night.
So our parents during the pre-apocalypse, whatever we want to call it, the calamity. What's the word for it? The
pre-existential event.
The event as the event is happening, and a lot of like where we live was pretty much becoming unlivable. They took us to Bastion, and began to raise us there at a very young age, 3, 4, 5, pretty young. And our lives, all we've really known as children, all we've truly known, is Bastion.
Okay.
And
how many people in Bastion are from where you're from?
I'm thinking about 4 to 5 families, which could consist of anywhere between 6 and 12 people. Not a lot, I don't think. What do you think, Josh?
I guess the better question is how many people are currently in Bastion?
So I went with
2000.
the ballsy. I went with the thing where I tried to build it up as the biggest city within hundreds of miles, and then be like, yeah, there's like 3,000 people.
So like 3,000 people. Let's say. I would say no more than like 30.
Yeah, families.
30,
40
it's
people.
It's gonna be a small subsection of people.
Yeah.
I would imagine probably because of either the distance or the living conditions where we were after the event. Yeah.
And I'm thinking, like where we are in the city, like we want our particular family for us to have like a dojo, but like for there to be maybe like a section. It could be a section of the city. It could be multiple. So I'm kind of like in the air, but maybe like we have a community area in here. Because in my head, I'm imagining a colony situation, and where everybody's gonna sort of separate into their groups.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be like a stereotypical dojo. It can just be like a training ground.
Yeah, we want to mix.
You can even have a place outside of the city, like. Sort of close by to the city.
A really interesting thought in my head, and then I'll let you. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. The mixture of Dwarven culture with Eastern, like just the mixture of that in architecture, like big time. I'm wondering like how cool that would be.
Yeah. Also, if you guys ever find any pictures or anything you want to show it or to illustrate it, more than welcome.
Yeah,
let me see it.
That guy over there will find all the photos of that are good.
I'm not that great at that stuff. But the art and the finding art, it's a struggle.
It's a lot.
Pinterest only likes white people. But
Just like, there you go.
Oh my god.
But okay, cool. Yeah, so part of me did this because so it's a whole conglomeration. It's your stereotypical romanticized America of a bunch of different cultures coming together in one place. One reason because I don't want to deal with themes of discrimination based on culture. That stuff there's enough of that. I don't want to deal with it. And two, because I think a lot of these people, people are a lot more tolerant in this culture.
Okay.
Because it is kind of this is all the people we got.
I mean, when you're in that situation, you can't.
We're a part where people kind of put aside these differences a little bit to be like, hey, like how we'd like to think if aliens were invading the world,
we'd all come together.
All right, let's get back. One second.
High five.
Take care of this, and we can hate each other later.
We can hate each other later. Yeah.
Whether or not that's the case, who knows? But it is here.
Cool.
So we got about you have probably a small community. The houses themselves aren't probably not that big. Everything.
No.
It's very claustrophobic. People look for excuses to leave, but it's kind of dangerous to leave too often.
I just love the idea of the stairs, the compact houses pushed and packed together as much as possible. A lot of stonework, I'm imagining, and metalwork because of dwarven influence.
And it's very clear where the original dwarven work was, and then where post I guess Lode Lore being sectioned off, and there's still dwarves.
Yeah, please let there be, because they're in my a little bit. Yeah.
I'd say the top two races are humans, dwarves. Cool. Well, humans because
that's awesome.
Come on, I don't want to have to think of a fancy race every
We're
time.
We're human, so
that works. I'll let you in on a secret. So I'm currently well known by Michaela for hating tieflings.
Oh no, poor tieflings.
Is she a tiefling ranger?
She's a half orc. Which is my favorite. So
they are sweet, yeah.
That's her favorite class and race. But I was going to, and then I was trying to find art for a tiefling, and I could not find art that I liked.
No.
Because I want goat hooves, I want wings, I want everything, but they're all just sexy people with horns. And I'm
sexy horned people.
I'm good art, but not what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So I turned that tiefling into a dragonborn because they're just cooler anyway.
Cool. That's everything. Oh, I did have an extra thing. So I'm a big thing about my character Tatsuo. He is a fisherman. Is that something that's possible? I was peeking at the map, which I actually have on the stream up in the corner, and I did see that there was a river.
The map is very rough.
Oh yes, I understand.
Before I went to bed, do not judge.
It gives you a perspective.
Incarnate.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Incarnate.
That is good.
I have no artistic talent. But the fact I could put something together.
Fishing.
Nice enough.
Fishing for me to go on a fishing trip to go fishing, is that considered in Bastion? And I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this either way. Is it considered a mission? Where I'm into this idea as much as the normal thing. Is it a mission to okay, I gotta go out, I gotta have some people come with me, this is a food gathering process to be safe because we have to go a distance and get to a spot that's secured and fish, or is it just, hey, there's a place to fish right over here?
So I like to think the city the river leads down from the mountain. It leads down from these mountains.
Goes down, yeah.
There's probably a few different streams going down. I don't know if this geographically makes sense, but I know rain shadow is a really big thing with mountains, where one side of the mountain gets a lot more rain than the other side. Yeah. You guys are on the rainy side.
Okay.
And that's
marshland, yeah.
So yeah, right down into the swamp level right away when you go down there.
Okay.
It's
great.
So I like to think everything within a 10-mile radius, or not even 10, 5-mile radius is pretty yeah, sure, you're going out. People aren't. There's not a strict curfew.
Okay.
It is very the main council of people kind of dictate and control everything, but they can't control that much. Think very loose, because only 3,000 people or so. You probably know or at some point, I've met most of the people who live here.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So if you try and go alone, people won't stop you, but it'll probably be recommended that maybe you go with a couple people.
Yeah.
Also, if they know you, if you're known to be one of these people who's gone out, and at level 3, probably done some work already.
Absolutely.
But it is very communal in that if somebody sees you going out fishing, somebody else might be like, "Oh, hey, you mind if I tag along or something?"
Mm-hmm.
But you could totally say "fuck you."
On that note,
my alone time.
You wanted to know NPCs that we were bringing in with us.
Any NPCs to bring in? I'd love to have.
We have.
That's less work for me.
We have. So our parents are deceased. They died of natural causes, either old or sickness. Possibly, we're wondering.
Are you both fishers?
No, I am a fisherman. Okay. Nope. He is a soldier, or like he would be the type to like city guard, but not city guard, whatever.
I am an hired killer.
Hired killer, yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
And I am fisherman.
Oh, that's fun. Oh, good.
Oh, fun.
I mean, you're out there killing those fish, man. That's
I'm out there killing those fish. We have we probably have some like minor family that's quite distant. But our family, I'm thinking of the families that are still there, is probably the smallest because we are both unwed, and we have no children to our names, and the only other individual in our family is another male, an elder, a uncle, basically an Uncle Iroh kind of situation, where we have a single uncle who kind of basically helped to raise us.
What's his what's the name I can give him? Is he just Uncle Ka? Is he just your last?
Call him Uncle Ka. We don't use his first name
until we got more of a name.
Yeah,
that's what we'll go with.
Uncle Ka.
How what stage of life is
coming to the end of his life, kind of thing. In his last silver, golden, platinum, whatever the hell years.
Did I just write Mr. Miyagi now, or
basically,
later?
Yeah, he can be a very Mr. Miyagi. But
gold, platinum, diamond.
The thing I was thinking about him. The thing I was thinking about him more than anything would have probably been a caretaker. He's not like the wise master kind of situation. I'm imagining a caretaker. What do you think, Josh?
Yeah.
Maybe back in this day, he used to be, know his way around a sword, but now he's a little more.
Yeah.
He's retired.
Basically, yeah, retired.
Okay, I like it. Also, just so you guys know, because I know everybody's paranoid of people doing this. When people are afraid to introduce related NPCs at character creation, because they're afraid the DM's just gonna kill him.
No, that's fine.
I
oh God, I did that.
Everyone's done it. I've done it.
Okay,
it's good.
Mine's coming up in Tomb.
So. Oh no.
It's a good trope.
I know it is. You can't lie to me.
I'm not leaning too hard on it. I think I'll leave this one kind of up to you guys.
Okay.
I might if I'm gonna do it, it won't be a surprise. I might ask you guys, be like, hey, this shit's going on. His life might be in danger. Maybe he just dies a peaceful death at some point.
We do have one other that's I think is important to mention that Josh brought in. The uncle is more me. Josh has an extra, but she's not alive.
No longer with us.
Is she gonna be alive?
Don't think so, but she's a major character to us.
Maybe not. I hope not.
Well, if they're a major character, I should still.
They're a major character to us. Yeah.
If she becomes alive again,
I don't know about that.
That would be really creepy.
Fucked up. We're going in a horror situation. Do you want to?
No, but it is my late wife, and my past ended up killing her.
Yeah.
Your what? Your work? She got caught up in your work?
Yeah.
No.
It was more of like, I have to send you this shit. Hang on.
And yeah, you could send it, but name is. Do you want me to tell them the name, or do you want to hide it, John?
Yeah, it's Tomoko.
I'm very involved with this as well because she's as much my sister as his wife, and I care. My character is we are very into the brotherly bond.
Oh, so yeah, those kind of.
No, come on.
Yeah. Two males show emotion. They must be.
They must
be.
No, they're not fucking each other. I thought it was just a wife share.
Yeah,
situation.
no.
No.
You monster. No.
I'm joking.
For my character, for my character, Tatsuo, it is, and we'll get more into it. But this is something just so you have some context of why that character is very important. Tatsuo doesn't have. His family is the most important thing to him, and his brother is the most important person in the world to him. So his loss was as horrible for him.
So I have an interesting proposition for you both. What was I going to say? So, two of the main threats, right? Two of these sort of doomsday factions thanks, man. That are kind of, ruining the world. Came about roughly about the same time. Unrelated, though. Unrelated. We'll see if they are or not. You'll find very quickly I don't keep secrets. There's a couple secrets I try and keep that are real good ones, and then I let everything else out.
Nice. So you're like Ed when I'm at work.
Yeah. I'll just blab.
It's always my little joy of just teasing something that the players would never know, and that
it's fun.
There's no reason they should think until the reveal later, and then they're like, oh, it made sense. Like I got the perfect one for my last in-person D&D campaign, where it was the big bad guy reveal at the end of who was behind everything. And it gave it, and I was like, all right. And then you guys open the door. You know it's the big bad guy, and I asked them all, who do you think it is? And everybody's like, whatever. And then entering just is like, oh, it's this bitch. And he's like, yep. And it's great. It's like my favorite DMing shit. So I think I've never really gotten to use gnolls. I like gnolls a lot.
Gnolls are sweet. I was happy to see
gnolls
you put those in.
Are just gnolls are the chaotic evil. They are the savage, just eat shit, kill each other.
Not redeemable.
They just not redeem. They are, because I think every RPG, any story essentially should have at least some degree of that villain. You don't have to feel bad.
No. Right? Please, give me one I don't have to.
They're zombies, right? They're the...
On a similar note, my favorite thing to do is when I have a fucking team of players kill a goblin or an orc, just be like, Father, no! Just give them some morale, and they're like, why would you do this?
I do that. I would say I do that with kobolds. I love kobolds.
They're great. They're
friendly, goofy little
They're adorable.
Kind of pitiful kind of way. I really lean into the dog side of kobolds.
That's good. I'm happy about that.
And shit. But the other are hobgoblins. Just one interesting thing, I think, whether Wizards of the Coast did this intentionally or not, with the hobgoblin player option, right? In Volos. Hobgoblins get a bonus to intelligence, which means on average hobgoblins are smarter than your average person. They're smarter than most people.
They are like the scroll or whatever from Marvel.
By default, and I was planning on sticking with this, hobgoblins do have a very Eastern culture.
They do.
Theme.
Their armor is all based off that.
So
that I didn't know.
So are we cool with your homeland being Ground Zero?
Yes.
That would be
fucked by the hobgoblins.
Yeah.
This is also why Michaela asked if she could play a goblin.
We could extra hate them.
I don't know if you want that.
We could have some issues with them, some extra issues with them.
Anybody you talk to will have some issue.
Yeah.
Well, do we know what caused it? So did they like start a summoning ritual and mess it up, or what?
It's all you know is there were just a lot of hobgoblins at some point, and they seemed to just know where to be at the right time.
Nice.
It was the thing where people. You probably your uncle's probably told you stories of like, oh, they were planned like this defensive front here, but the hobgoblins like fainted and moved around, and then they like trapped. It was like it's really because everybody knows there's people don't know because they are smart. They are known as these smart, and they're usually
On that same note, you're talking about our uncle doing stories. Just then, we have a brother goal. He told us stories of our home, right? Stories of our home. We have a brother goal. It's not one we're pressing for, but it's one we're constantly on our mind that I think you should know is that we want to find our home. Like someday we want to see it again. This is another thing.
If there are things you guys want in the game, just tell me. As I said earlier, I'm not a secret person.
I know.
I feel like a lot of these games have this little like, oh well, it has to come up natural. It's like sex, right?
Yeah.
You got to communicate, or it's just gonna
or it's never gonna be there.
You don't like surprises though?
I mean, depends on where the surprise is for me. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's another thing is if you want the surprise, I can.
He can
your
do
backstory.
That,
Your backstory.
Oh, Tom,
nice surprise.
I want you to surprise me with my backstory.
Do I have to make this a not safe for work stream?
They don't know.
Mature, Ed.
They don't know.
It's a mature check mark.
Click.
Innuendo is too in depth.
Too in depth.
So, technical question, Ed. How long does the character mancer have to say "building my character" until it's done?
Refresh. It's just refresh. It's there. It's there.
Is it?
I'm looking at it. Yeah. You need to refresh.
Okay. Can you review that? Does that make sense?
Your character sheet?
Yes, please.
Yep. You didn't enter your. Yeah, you don't have to enter those. You can.
No, the traits and stuff. I mean, that comes.
You're definitely missing some. You should have at least 4 skills. So you're missing some. You have.
Yes.
Okay. So why didn't it?
Also, in case this changes anything for you, Ed. The way I do skills is I don't care which skills. I don't like. Okay, here's the fighter skill list.
Yeah, I get.
As long as if you're supposed to have 4 skills, you have 4 skills.
Yeah, you should have two from background and 2 from your class always. And if you have any extra,
well, he's gonna get another one for being a samurai.
Yep, you get one more from.
Well,
samurai.
Are you going samurai, Josh?
Yes, I am. I have to. I want to get this set up initially, and then I'll level it to 3.
Okay.
You start with 4 skills. I've got the 2 from samurai. The background.
I see that sentinel fee. I see what you're playing. When's Great Weapon Master coming in, right?
God damn it! He sees right through me. It's crazy.
I know you're going samurai. I know you're getting that advantage to offset that -5 penalty.
You have 5 total skills, Josh. Just to let you know, because of samurai.
Oh, 5 total.
You 5.
You'll get to choose the next one when you hit level.
Well, the initial fighter gives you 1, and then the background gives me 2 more. So let me level the thing.
Yeah, because looking at me right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 because I chose variant human.
Oh yeah. Oh, Josh is variant human too. Right?
Oh, I am variant human, so I should have 6.
You should have 6.
You'll end up with 6. You should have 5 now.
Okay, yeah. 2 seconds. I'm gonna do level.
Yeah.
Do this boy.
Yeah, there are no choices other than you're a samurai. So. Oh no, you choose. No, you already chose your fight. And you can get, if it's not by default, there is a way to get great weapon the weapon fighting style in the damage macro for your dice. So you don't have to manually look at them and reroll.
Well, there are ways to modify your actual weapons you're carrying. There's there's a whole modifier section you can mess with. So
I had it when I was playing around with the character. I found it's really good. I'll find the macro or whatever. What is it? Or the formula for it.
Tom, you were saying 5, but 6 later. It's actually 6 now because we get 2 from the fighter, 1 from human variant, 1 from the samurai and 2 from backgrounds. Total 6.
The one later I meant when he finishes leveling up.
Oh, when he finishes leveling up.
When he grabs samurai at level 3.
Okay.
Which I will say, I feel like samurai, champion should be samurai in my opinion.
True.
I feel like it's because the idea with champion is it's not a complex class.
Yeah.
Samurai is just that, but better.
I kind of want to see them mixed.
The character mancer I chose one of the skill proficiencies, and it never.
It will not do it if it overlaps for whatever reason. That's weird. I've had to mess with mine too. I mean, they're
kind of funky.
It is.
So
flawed.
You said 6 skills.
6 total.
Yep.
Okay. So and if you guys want to change shit, I don't care. Later.
2, 3, 4, 5.
I messed around with a couple things.
Just let me know. But if you're like, actually, I wanted animal handling instead of arcana, sure, go for it.
Yeah, let me just take this arcana as a fighter real quick.
As long as you're not changing it every time you level up. Or, I mean, every time you roll a dice. Again, I'm proficient in that.
Hang on, yeah, actually,
Yeah, and then as far as personality traits that heals bonds flaws, they really don't have any mechanics attached to them. So you can put them in as you'd like if you feel like you'd like to see them there. If you don't and you want to leave them blank, go for it.
Okay.
I'm not buying. We're not doing inspiration based on your flaws or role playing thing.
Right.
Inspiration is part of the changed exploration rules. I think one of the camp actions I have is you can entertain people, and if you do well, you can give people inspiration, essentially.
All right, yeah. I was reading some of the camp rules. I was skimming over them. You'll have to refresh me when we come back. I'll have to read them again.
And the way I'll probably end up doing things like your background feature. You can fish, right? Find fish.
Yeah, I'm good at like fishing, I think.
I think the way I'll work that into, because one of the actions is like finding food, right? And then I have failure, partial success, success. I think if you were to spend your action finding food, I would say you cannot get lower than a partial success. Right? Like,
okay, cool.
You will find fish. You'll get fish. But yeah. So where were we leaving off?
I think.
Got Lake Dead Wife. We got Far East Hobgoblins who destroy. Does your homeland have a name?
We can come up with a name for that for sure. I'm about to bust out a random name generator. Alright.
Hey, you and me both.
I'm about to bust this out.
Get that dungeon random name generator.
This one stinks. Oh, okay, we got some cool names here. Oh, I've got it. Aspen.
Aspen.
Oh,
I'm going back to Aspen.
To Aspen.
They're going on a skiing trip, actually.
I wish I could get it like Eastern inspired.
You can, my dude.
Oh well, then you grab one. You grab one.
I'm doing it.
You figure out the name of our where we were. It's you.
Back up.
I'm backing up. I'm going as far as I can.
Josh is the older brother.
Josh is the older brother. I am the younger brother.
By 1 year.
Yeah, we could go into more character descriptions. I'm ready for that too.
Ask questions. That'll help us too.
Yeah, questions helps a lot, but we can also describe more of who we are.
I'm happy, especially since this is kind of chill. I'm happy doing things, and because we're all like, you two are supposed to know each other, and I probably have some idea of you guys.
Yeah.
Before we start, which I'll have some questions when we start. I'll probably start the scene based off of some questions I'll ask you.
Totally cool.
Give you a little questionnaire, and we'll go from there. So what is it that your characters want?
Ooh,
everybody wants something.
That's a good one.
Everybody wants something. That's why when I said for NPCs, NPCs for your Uncle Ka.
Uncle Ka.
We're gonna steal the name of our homeland from something else. We're gonna call it the Mire.
The Mire. M-E-I-J-E-R.
The Mire.
I hear the gardens there. Real nice.
Run into Mire real quick. You want anything?
No, that's Myers.
Myers, that's right. That's right.
Myers. M-Y-R-E.
The Mire.
There we go.
All right. What does Uncle Ka want? Before we get to you guys, what does he want?
He wants to see us prosper. I think Uncle Ka wants to see us do our family's memory proud. I think. He probably wants us to be happy too. That's a big thing. He probably wants us to find happiness.
Is the big thing his big thing making the memory proud, or is it you guys being happy where you are?
Being happy, living our lives.
All right, because you guys obviously want to probably go back home. You it's you've never, you have no recollection of this place, right?
Not a lot. No, maybe a little bit from Rio, but Tatsuo wouldn't remember nothing.
We were pretty small. We're like 4 or 5.
I don't have any memories before like 7 years old. So
no. Not a lot. If anything, it's like dreams situation.
I'm an exception. But, gotcha. So you guys probably want to go, and is he a little bit like, good,
he is the opposite of that.
Here's where we live now.
Exactly.
More like this.
He told us about it all, and we got it romanticized a bit, and that's definitely a thing. I think we would be like, well, that's our home, and that's what matters, and that's our culture, that's our past, and that's something we need to keep alive. And though he pushed, Uncle Ka probably pushed for that, at the same time, he's probably seen well, we're in a different world now. This is a different place. We're not going to get that back. You should try to be happy. You should try to live a good life. That's what would bring honor,
And now since he's sounding a little too happy, which means we either need to put a little twist and make him a little worse, or kill him. Those are our two options.
Too happy, obviously. Kill the family.
Do you think that makes him a little complacent with the scenario? Maybe why are people going out doing stuff? Why aren't people, a little more...
Yeah, he taught me to fish. He brought that into my thing, so it's probably, a very chill thing. He's very zen kind of thing.
Because there are definitely some people who are trying to, restore the world to the way it was, and others who are kind of this is life,
Yeah.
This is all I know. This is fine.
I think that's definitely Uncle Ka. He's just trying to live, He's his last years kind of situation.
Yeah. He's like, I'm good. No, nothing.
I'm good.
So, Josh, what is your character's
name? Rio
de Janeiro?
Rio de Janeiro. Yep, exactly.
Rio Ka.
Ryoka. All right, Rio. So you were a hired killer.
Was.
What word?
Was.
Where did you operate that out of Bastion?
I think if we had come here when they were pretty small, probably. Yeah. The idea was when he was younger, they put him into training for swordsmanship.
Yeah, he showed that.
Very good at it.
Yep.
So he got picked up by the wrong people, essentially, and then got roped into the criminal underworld, kind of here, you killed them, I'll pay you some money. Because you're really good at it.
The criminal underworld is kind of small. Since there's 3,000 people.
Obviously.
So many. And
it's not hard to find them.
Pretty much any punishment for most crimes is exile. People are exiled out. Although, which I tried to make clear in the notes, that doesn't mean everybody hates you. That doesn't mean that they don't recognize you. You're just not allowed in the city.
The idea was he was good enough at it, no one knew, but he was hired to kill the person that became his wife. And couldn't go through with it, and then they ran together for a while and lived somewhere else. But the the contract on her was still out, and someone showed up and still took care of it.
Gotcha.
After several years later, like they found out, and in order to get back at him and punish him for it.
Yeah.
Where did you go?
Ooh, I don't know. Because there's only Bastion, right? Is there someone nearby Bastion that would be not super remote?
Is Bastion's the big kahuna, right?
Right.
Then there are these other tribes of either people who were exiled and formed a group. I kind of want to change one thing. I think when they exile people, they don't just send people solitarily off into the wilderness. They'll hold you for like a week, and anybody else who's been exiled then go off together. The idea is not to send them to die, because in the people's eyes, it's like, hey, we'll send them off so they can protect us from afar. You know, we don't have to deal with them, and they will. The idea is they will die to the gnolls and hobgoblins before us, but hopefully.
Yeah. What I thought was he's a good enough combatant that they would be by themselves.
Okay, that's
probably not too. Probably not super far from Bastion, but it would be far enough away where no one could
Because especially 2 people aren't going to draw a lot of attention.
Yeah.
It's when people start getting these big groups that bad things start happening.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
so that was the idea. Was like he tried to break away from that after he kind of, he met her and then was like, shit, what am I doing? And then just. But.
Why was the hit on
her? My idea was it was a cult leader. She was a priestess. They didn't like what she was teaching.
I can work with that. You also know me, there's always a cult in mind.
There's got to be a cult.
By planning, I always set a cult.
Gotta be a cult.
Some of the easiest tension to write is religious.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah. So I figured it was like a cult leader. That was like we don't like that. Ours is the one true, or their religion was the whatever, and that's why the hit was out. Yeah.
Yeah, this is also kind of the give and take of everybody not really caring what other people do at Bastion. There are some not so great ideologies out there.
We're all here. It's the end of the world. Do what you want, as long as you don't kill anyone. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it. Do you guys have any other questions?
Any other
comments or anything you'd like to add?
Do we want to dip into character stuff later? Then, like
we can do it now.
Character
keep
things?
it going.
You mean character stuff?
Just like extra things, because I have a couple.
Throw it out
points
there, man.
About
Throw it
Tatsuo.
out.
So, Tatsuo. Couple things to note. I am using crossbows, but I'm flavoring the crossbows as mechanically, like dwarven mechanically assisted longbows. Is that cool?
I can dig it. Yeah.
Okay.
I also have a general rule of any D&D I run, which is if you want your crossbow just to be a gun, sure.
Yeah. I thought about the gun, but
like no stat changes. It's just it's a gun.
Yeah, totally. But yes, I have a mechanically assisted longbows, and I fish with the longbows. That's how I was taught to fish by my Uncle Ka. And
you have like harpoon-esque shots that you got.
Oh yeah. I have a cool bio for my character. It's just like a total description of when he's first introduced that I'll go into, just with the way he looks and like a lot of fishing tackle aesthetic. But his right arm, because so when we were both young, our uncle identified very quickly, as is per just like how our like culture normally worked, like identifying what is good, like what is a child really good at, and just to like start honing that skill. And for Rio, it was the sword. They went through a lot of things with me. Rio was very much the stern, disciplined, listens to things. I am the chaotic. Like I was not disciplined.
The younger brother.
I was the younger brother. I was a trickster. Right. I did a lot of bad things. Got a lot of trouble. I didn't listen, and I didn't find anything particularly good. Very ADD, very all over the place. it was my uncle who found that he took me out fishing, that I could do archery, that I actually focused, that I finally found the focus in that. And so I became trained in that. Now I got really good at it. I got really cocky at it. Through an unfortunate event, which we can get into later, I busted my arm, and it healed back terribly.
Are you a samurai with a prosthetic arm?
I am not a prosthetic arm.
Are you Sekiro? Are you Sekiro?
I am. No.
Because listen, I'm all about that shit. It's like my favorite game ever.
I know. Totally. We're playing the game. He's got a mangled, deformed arm. It like healed back terribly. It got ripped apart and like torn all the way to the bone in a lot of places, and it healed back terribly. He thought he could never shoot again, but somebody, I don't know who, I haven't plugged this in yet, somebody helped him out, got him out of his sort of depression stupor of I can't do anything anymore, and gave him these mechanical bows of dwarven craft, and he can shoot again, about as good as he did before. So that is
This is the fun thing, is don't tell Kristen and Michaela this stuff out of character. If they watch the video, I guess they'll know. Yeah. But this way we could all introduce to
Oh yeah.
It's perfect that you two are playing the characters who know each other really well.
Yeah. It's gonna be sweet because we went for the very yin and yang of each other. We balance each other out. I'm very casual and carefree.
You're the Martina to his Soma.
I'm the very casual and carefree. He is he's the Soma. He's the very like strict,
it's a
orderly.
Great dynamic.
It's a good dynamic, so we're going for it. And that's kind of our back and forth. So that's a small feature of Tatsuo that kind of defines him a lot.
And as far as your arm being mangled, I'm never gonna be like
I have things for myself.
Okay, I was gonna say that's all on you. If you want to introduce complications,
I have a complication.
I'm never gonna be like you're impaired. You suck. I'm not gonna do that.
I will disadvantage.
I do that to myself on Monday.
There you go. I will give myself disadvantage if I use this hand for any weapon that isn't the 3 specialized crossbows that I have of large, medium, and small. If I use this hand for anything else, it's disadvantage. Including like melee or anything else, but that's why I favor. If I do melee, I do favor a blade with this hand, which I do normally. But I will give myself disadvantage if I ever have to use a weapon that isn't my current weapons.
Gotcha. All right, we got Sekiro over here. Good to go.
It's me. I'm Sekiro. I did it.
I don't know. It sounded more like Hanzo to me.
Oh yeah. I'm going Hanzo.
Oh, I'm already
triggered. Like the bow,
and you're already you don't know how much I hate Hanzo. You don't know.
Don't kill me!
How many times did I get shot?
Don't kill me just because Hanzo!
Oh my god. At least they got rid of Scattershot. Oh my god. Oh, how many fucking times I died to just walk around the corner.
And it goes...
Oh my god. And then I remember one day, because I never played him, but I kept dying to him, and I was like, you know what? I'll play him. I'll see if he's actually really hard, really mechanically intense. Scatter shots actually... Nope. Fucking just one shot to everybody.
Oh my god. I'm trying to think of any other, like, things to, like, throw out there. I mean, I've got a lot. We're both alcoholics.
Oh, you'll fit right in with me.
Perfect.
We kind of fell, well, that was the thing, was Tatsuo found a liking to it because he gambled and shit.
When my arm was busted up for like a year and I couldn't do anything.
Yeah, so we kind of both, he kind of dragged...
I drag him into a lot of things.
There's definitely some good dwarven ale here.
Oh yeah.
Definitely a highlight.
I figured that was a plus. That's also why I took Dwarven. It's one of my languages because we're gonna really be hurting if you get.
If there's anything we learned from the end of Waterdeep, somebody should know Dwarven.
Somebody.
Dwarven.
I have it.
Apparently, that adventure assumes one person knows Dwarven.
I love how we got to the end and we were like,
I don't know what anything says. Just keep busting doors open.
I guess we'll keep kicking until something.
Gotta get that sweet language cap. Yeah, I'm addicted to gambling, but I'm better about it now as long as Rio's around to sort of help me.
I think a lot of like card games, a lot of that stuff's very popular here. You know, there's not a lot of space So anything that you can just put a bunch of people around a table.
Yeah. I've got a set of dice. Yeah, I took a set of dice and stuff proficient with. So
gamble cards, dice, whatever. Any cards are probably all like really old cards at this point that were like brought here. I think any new made ones. I don't know if they make new cards essentially.
Yeah. I will say who I'm basing my character off of. I'm going to try. It's probably not going to go well, but I have an anime character. The attitude of Spike from Cowboy Bebop.
Never seen
the attitude. Okay.
Oh no, my
That's
boy!
Fine.
I'm so disappointed.
If it's not Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, or Gundam Wing, I haven't seen the anime.
It's okay, Tom, because I will get it wrong, so don't worry.
I'll give you the Gundam.
Oh yeah, it's so. Oh man, it's great. I love Gundam Wing, but that's about it. I mean, I just haven't.
Alright.
And then I've heard great things about Attack on Titan, although apparently now it's anti-Semitic. So, I'm going to that.
Interesting.
I hear there's a lot of things that are fucked up.
You were mentioning in the setting that everybody has to have some sort of... Everybody has defensive precautions. I will note that though I am a fisherman, yes, my bow and arrow has been used to defend the city.
I think the assumption is pretty much... Most people are skilled in some form of
combat
at this point. It's just
you have to
either martial arts training, either it's with some weapon they have.
For Tatsuo, his worries about his brother would probably put him in that position more often than he would like. He's more of a pacifist, but he would worry about Rio and take that excuse to go. And also, I mean, he kind of wants to prove something. You asked originally, by the way, what we wanted of us, but then you went to
and then we went to the uncle.
Yeah, I went to the uncle.
What do you want? You're pointing at me. Oh, there's nobody on that side. My side, I'm on the right side. I'm just kidding. I can assume you're pointing to the one other person.
There's only one other.
We all know you want me, Ed. But you want your brother? Do you want his acceptance?
I mean, yeah. For me, I want a big thing for Tatsuo. I think I literally wrote down his goals because it's the first thing I thought of like what he wants. Yeah, to contribute in some way significantly to the survival of people he cares about, to be useful, liked, and respected, to keep people who would hurt others from ever doing so again. He's a very empathetic character, but he's on top of that, that is very centered on his family, the survivability of his family, the respect and honor of his family, cause never feeling accepted as the black sheep, you know.
Yeah. Gotcha. Ka, what do you want? Or not Ka? What?
Ka.
Reno.
I mean, we are Ka.
Yeah, that's right.
Ka brothers.
Penance. Need justice for my past. I need to repent for what I've done. Yeah.
You know, there's a really great paladin subclass for that one.
No,
I'm just gonna say it's dope as fuck.
But that's the thing is, like, he feels like his wife died because of him.
Oh yeah.
Because of his whole connection to the whole thing. And the fact that she died really sucks because he's been like tempted to go back because he's so good at it. It's so easy to make money that way, and it's so easy just to slip back into. That's the thing with him too, is like bloodlust. He was so good at it. Felt good.
I think there's a lot of these contracts, or even things like, hey, this person got exiled for this terrible crime they did. I want you to go kill them.
It's literally bounty hunter.
Their heads.
Yeah. Yep.
It's and that shit also illegal.
That might be a tie for you to Sylvia.
Oh yeah, she said she wanted some kind of bounty.
There we go.
Yeah.
She's playing that Gloomstalker. Oh, I wanted to play that Gloomstalker Waterdeep. Oh man, that's so cool. We want Edgelord right there, called a Gloomstalker. I think she took favorite enemy beasts. So I don't know if she's like Cuban bounty hunter, big game. What she's doing?
Could be, but that's an interesting opening. But yeah,
that's totally it for him. Is like he needs to repent. That's why he's eager to help. He's eager to go defend stuff. He's ready to kill whoever,
on that, like that, just everything that he does, like we pull together. Tatsuo cares so much about his brother, like he doesn't want to see him suffer. He doesn't want to see anything bad, so he's got a lot of concerns. So all of his pulls me in too, because I'm very.
And that's the thing is, it's not good for him, but you don't want him to do it alone, or to you also want to be with him on the good side.
I've thought of it for a while of who helped me, who gave me my bow and stuff, who like helped me, and I can't. It's got to be Rio. Rio has to be the one who pulled me out of gambling.
I mean, it's got to be the one that
who gave me my bow. Told me
out of the water when you couldn't swim. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I was sort of giving up on any kind of talent and just being like, whatever, I'll just waste my money and die in a drunken ditch somewhere. And he saved me, for sure.
Gotcha.
Him and Uncle Cobb, probably.
So everybody has at least one tattoo. And,
elbow of the mangled arm.
Okay. In the Bastion, it's either given to you when you're born or when you first arrive. The idea.
What kind of tattoos are we talking?
Stars. So these are inspired by the stars. This is a little astrological shit. Okay. And they do sort of want to lean you towards a certain kind of duty or job. Although it's very it's not a big deal. People aren't like fucking that girl we all know about it. Not to throw out a gender.
Okay.
Oh man.
So it's something related to it, either something related to the stars, something related. It's probably a mix of the stars and when they look at the person. And these are usually like some form of. It's got to be some kind of like magic tattoo that'll grow with you essentially.
Yeah, mine's got to be luck centered. Whatever I can do for luck.
Oh, on the mangled.
It's got to be luck because Tatsuo is extremely luck driven. Like that's a big belief. If he had a core belief system, it would be luck.
Gotcha. Yeah, whatever symbol for luck you want.
On the mangled, and like part of it has to be messed up and scarred. Because I got it when I was a kid, so I mean the arm mangled when I was a teenager.
Yeah. What about you, Rio?
Trying to think. His wouldn't be luck based. He doesn't believe in luck.
Cool.
What about fate?
Ooh, we gotta be opposite. I love it.
Fate, maybe. Yeah, because there's very big difference between like luck and stumbling into something and destiny and fate.
Destiny, yeah.
Yeah.
So if we're keeping the opposite theme,
we gotta go yin yang, man.
Yep. It's got to be fate. He believes. Believes everything was meant for it. It's right above his left butt cheek. No.
Yeah! That's what I want.
I would think probably base of the spine, like right at the bottom of his neck. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. And any exiles have a big full face tattoo that they are given while exiled, with some relation to the crime they've been given. It's magic shit. I don't fucking know how it works.
Yeah. That's magic tattoos.
Magic tattoos. There's some person that does it. That who knows what'll happen.
Tattoo Joe.
It's just henna. It'll wash off tomorrow.
It's like a fucking licking stick.
They just wait for you to pass out. Then some dude comes in with a Sharpie.
Draws a penis.
Yeah.
There's no mirrors here. He has no idea.
How long would you go?
Why is everyone kicking me? God.
Oh my god. Oh, so good.
So, what was? I guess I'm assuming Rio has gone on a mission before. And it's safe to assume Tatsuo has gone with him.
I have gone on missions mostly centered around. If I leave, it's because of Rio or to fish.
Gotcha. Or both.
Or both. He has accompanied me to more dangerous fishing spots, probably.
Well, because are you gonna let your brother with a mangled arm go out by himself to fish? Like, not really.
Yeah, those fish will kick his ass.
I'm gonna go with you, you stupid idiot. No, Hobgoblin's gonna show up. Like, the fuck, man? What do you do? Okay, I'm going, I guess.
We both definitely have warrior builds. Like, I'm on the slimmer side, but like I'm more dexterous. But I believe we both have a similar constitution. So
I'm
built.
Slimmer too. I figured in Bastion, post-apocalypse, a little more not malnourished.
Not malnourished.
People are not going to be fat.
No.
You know.
Yeah, you're not full He-Man.
No.
Or Jack.
Yeah, like we're probably really lean, very athletic for sure. Because I mean, martial art and all that junk.
You're like a sprinter.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Very lean, very muscular, very powerful, but you could probably stand a couple hamburgers, you know.
So what was the first mission to went on together?
Together. The first mission went on together. I think it had to be something important, something dealing with correct me if I'm wrong. You can stop me, Josh or Tom.
Listen, there is no wrong answer from my point of view. All right, if you say something, it's now a part of the world. All right. For Josh,
you can add to this or change it however you want. I'm thinking it's got to be hobgoblin related. It's got to have been dangerous, and I found a way to sneak on to the team. I couldn't let you go by yourself. And it's like, oh, this is only for the people who are of this caliber. Yeah, it's only for people of this caliber. And like I probably expressed not even caring, not even wanting to go, and you didn't suspect anything.
My left arm shoot.
Well, my reflection show.
Oh, no, God. I think if he snuck on the team, it would have been out of his league. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it would have had to have been probably a kill mission. Like, there are hobgoblins that have been...
I was level 1, you were level 3.
0, level 1.
He was level 3 first. He's just stayed at level 3. I've caught up very recently.
Listen, it takes a lot of experience points to get to level 4. It's literally like 3 times the amount it takes to get to level 4.
I was level 1 boy. But I want to think I proved myself at the least, which is why I can maybe go on.
That one mission, all that XP scaled to level 3, so like
I got up there. Shared XP.
Just picking up the loot off the ground, you know. Like, have you ever like boosted somebody real quick in Diablo 3? It's just like that.
Thanks.
Just running through killing everything.
I'm a hero.
Some kind of hobgoblin.
Well, it would have been like
force.
I would think if it were like a force or
personal
an army.
Because there are like scouting parties that go out every now and then.
Yeah. So they would have been probably. I would assume they would that, or they would harass Bastion like over and over. So it was very much like an infiltration mission, like get in and take care of it.
I know they're supposed to.
Bastion itself is very much Helm's Deep.
Yeah, it's defensive.
Oh yeah. Well, you were like, all these steps going up, and it's more vertical, and I was like, that's Minas Tirith.
This is my original idea. Was Minas Tirith.
Yeah.
Was when I saw it. I was like, this is what it is.
Lord of the Rings
even the point where it doesn't start at the base of the mountain. It starts a little higher up, and even the climb up the mountain,
just
for a casual pace, is just. It's not like overwhelming, but for like a large force to move up it, is just impractical.
Absolutely. That's
and
awesome.
The hobgoblins know. They know. Yeah. The gnolls are even learning slowly.
Can this mission have been like not? I mean, I'm sure they're common enough, but maybe one of the first that was an opportunity for us to take on, because I feel like we have a little bit of a bigger vendetta with the hobgoblins. Because of it being close to home?
People know, like, oh, those people really fucking hate the hobgoblins.
I'm fine with that, 100%.
You probably even got recommended it by somebody. Yeah. Somebody was like, hey.
Yeah. Half of it for Tatsuo was jealousy, and half of it was worry for his brother. It was, I want to be there too. I want to get some vengeance, you know?
Yeah. And also this, like, mission job posting, this is very, I don't know, this is very Monster Hunter kind of inspired in a way.
You got the job board?
Yes, it's literal. People People post shit. It's
so
it's
good.
a mess.
So good.
Obviously, I think like the council gets a special spot where they can post their jobs.
Do I get a cute handler?
The love
you
interest.
Get a cat, but not the handler.
No, not the Palico. No.
Listen, the best. That's
it's
all
gonna
that
make you
game
a
was
meal.
To me was what can I kill to make a cute outfit for my cat?
It's the whole game. It's the whole game.
I just used the giant hammer, and I don't think I ever hit anything with it. Except if you did like there's like the sliding jump attack where you like spin and you do a shit ton. That's just what I did every fight. I don't know. I played it.
I need to play more World. I have it on PC, but
I just started at PC again. It was on sale on Steam.
Let me know if you want to play because the people that I played it with kind of moved on.
I pretty much only played it with one of my friends, which. Knowing how the multiplayer works, I now realize why that game is a lot harder for me. Essentially, there's two settings. There is solo difficulty and then 2 to 4 player difficulty. And I did everything with 2 people. So
we tried to 2-man the Anjanath, the first one.
Oh, yeah.
No! That thing is ridiculous at low level. That thing is so crazy. It has so much HP, and it can, like, 2-shot you. In a 2-man squad, it can just go boop, and you're like, ah!
Just fucking breathes the fire. We got our asses kicked by the lightning unicorn like a million fucking times. But yeah, so
but yeah, that would be it. So Hobgoblin like infiltration, you know, very much like at night, get in there, sabotage their supply, and then like kill them in their sleep, kind of
something
thing.
like that. Yeah.
Just feels good, you know. Yeah. To take care of.
Gotcha. Oh, the other thing I was going to talk about, how we're going to level up.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That's why we're all here. Fucking get some levels and some bank loot.
Loot and levels.
I'm going to be doing 2 ways of gaining experience. First is, well, you guys go out on missions, right? So if you complete the mission, everybody will get experience.
Cool.
Okay.
That is your quote-unquote milestone, right?
Yes.
And you'll know, complete this mission, I'll get so many experience points. Might even do like a, depending on difficulty of the mission, you'll get more experience or something. If somebody dies, your next character will get bonus experience.
Ooh, cool.
That's the role I will be doing.
Okay.
Josh sounds disappointed. Never mind, you start at level 1.
To grind!
That was a disappointment? That sounded disappointing?
Alright.
I'm glad because we're dealing with that in Monday's game right now because
just bad.
Dustin, poor Dustin is like, he's been behind for a long time.
Ooh.
And it's all like combat XP based, so it's real rough. It's so
I like
hard.
this system, Tom. I think it's.
That's part 1. Part 1 of getting experience. You fail the mission, you don't get experience.
Makes sense.
We don't even get a consolation prize?
I mean, you fail.
I'm back and forth on it. On one hand, I want the failed mission to be worth more.
You don't get like half
experience.
XP?
I think I set it back. I think if you fail the mission, I think you get more experience.
Okay, that's cool. I like that too.
Wow, alright, so we're failing everything, guys.
But if you fail the mission, this is like assuming you don't just like walk outside, walk back in, and you just couldn't find it.
Whoops. XP.
That's assuming you give it a good college try.
Yeah, absolutely.
You really
actual failure.
Somebody dies and you come back. Big time failure will give you.
So what you're saying?
Yes, kill your teammates.
We go out as a crew. 3 of us let one guy kill all 3 of them. You get the bonus XP, and then you fail the mission. You come back.
Yes.
You're all good. And then you just make new characters.
I am thinking.
And then we power level 1 character.
And then the DM poisons you, and
yes.
you're dead.
Yeah, they all die. You do the mission, and then on the way back, you die.
You just die.
just for
abusing.
On the way back, you get ambushed by like 50 gnolls.
And you're dead. How's that feel? Oh my god.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? I don't. What do you guys think as far as if you die, for how you should come back? Do you want to come back at the same level you were? Do you want to come back, like, right? Or do you want to do... There's this thing, I haven't watched in forever. Court of Swords, I kind of like this. Pretty much once you hit milestones, it changes what level your character comes back at. So when everybody is level 3, or like level 1, and you died, you'd come back as level 1 until the average party level was level 3.
Yeah, I like
when
that.
you die, you come back as level 3.
Yep. It's just whatever the average is.
I remember there being a thing happening where somebody was 50 experience short of like level 5, and they died, so they would have had to come back at level 3. And then they were like, "Nah, it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay."
Oh my god.
That's nice. That's nice.
Before they reworked everything so people weren't dying.
That's cool. I'm cool with that.
So that's part 1. Part 2, I want everybody... we might not do it off the bat. We might wait a couple sessions and start this one. But everybody to come up with an individual goal, something you think you could accomplish that session. You'll get experience for it based on the difficulty. And the way I'll probably do the experience is based on the built-in easy, medium, hard, deadly difficulty encounters, for your level. I will give you experience based on how hard that goal is. If you have an easy goal, you'll get the experience of an easy encounter.
Yeah.
For completing it. I'm not planning on very fast leveling up.
That's fine.
Okay.
You guys might not take forever to get to level 5. I want to get you guys to level 5. Level 5 is when
things
dicks come out.
Things get fancy.
It's and then and then after you hit level 5, if you want to start multi-classing, you can really. I feel like that's when you start multi-classing.
Yeah.
You get that. You get your second attack as a fighter, and then you start taking shit as other classes.
Hell yeah.
Which you can all go monk, because we haven't had a Wednesday game that didn't have a monk.
There you go.
You have to play Way of the Open Hand, because that's the only one that's 3 out of 3 monks have been open hand.
No, Shadow.
Open Shadow. All right.
Open
Shadow Monk.
I'm doing
Shadow Hand. If I punch them in the darkness, they get stunned.
Cool. This is all cool.
That level 5 fucking monk ability is so stunning. Strike is
it's
so
amazing.
fucking ridiculous.
It really is amazing.
Anything else, Sir Tom?
I'm
sure there's more.
Questions for us?
Questions for us. Question for Carrie. Yeah, anything that we want to do.
More will come through play. I don't want to ask you what your favorite color is. I don't want to. I will also read all the shit you guys sent. I have not read it.
I was gonna say I sent you the whole thing.
Mine's all in my bio page.
I saw it and I was like, those are words I'll have to read next time.
There's one on the Roll20 bio page and one on the actual character sheet bio page. So it's 2 separate.
Wait, what?
The character sheet has a bio page, and the actual window has a bio too in the thing. Okay. Yeah, there's a.
Cool. I am cool with taking a brief little break.
I'm into it.
Getting some liquids.
Sounds good to me.
And starting up with a little scene.
Let's do it. All right, 5-minute break. We will be right back, friends. See you soon. live. We are live.
Woo! One last thing. A little idea I threw out in the group chat that I think is, I don't know even know how I feel about it.
Okay.
Was the idea, and we're not starting with this, we won't be doing it, is the idea of instead of everybody starting at the same level, me just giving you guys a bunch of levels and you guys distributing them as you like.
Interesting.
So this would be like, hey, this campaign, everybody's starting at level 3, right? What if instead I was like, here's 12 levels. If one of you wants to play like the veteran,
the
person who's been around, you can start at level 5. And one of you wants to be the rookie, you're level 1.
Oh, that'd be weird though.
It's a weird mechanic, and I think you need a group that is really like. I don't know.
I wonder if you need a. I feel like 5e would work for that. It's just not been done, but 5e keeps like characters 1 to 3 fairly close. It's kind of dependent upon luck.
It changes a lot about how we play the game.
It does.
The person playing level 1, obviously they'll level up quicker. That's another thing is by default experience rules. They'll catch up.
They'll catch up.
At least to within a level very quickly. Which is good or bad. I don't fucking know.
They'll probably be level 3 before the 30s get to 4, honestly. I think there's enough XP there.
Yeah, if we're using default experience.
Yeah.
I forgot. I didn't put my music on repeat.
Yeah, you're good. I set up all mine to be on repeat for you, so if you put anything new in
there. I added one, and then I just did.
I always do repeat, and then I put them on max volume. That way, everybody can adjust the volume how they want.
Gotcha. Alright, we'll start with some tense
preemptively
music.
Turning it down.
Tense music? No, acquisitive music. That's the one.
That's the chill. That's the most chill.
That's the Ed one, right?
That's my favorite chill. Like, it's just kind of an even, like, not good, not bad.
A little, things aren't great.
Yeah.
So, anything before we get started, or we could?
I'm good to go.
Also, and for future games, feel free if it's around this time to be like, hey, break. I could definitely usually use the bio break. I go through the liquids like crazy. So I need to refill my liquids. I'm not saying I'm going to the bathroom.
Break.
I just need to...
8:30 is what we did here. 8:30 is a good time. So
assuming we start at a reasonable time and not like starting at 8:30. So we begin our shot with a dreary rainy day. We see two little roughed up individuals beginning to climb the old mountain path. Broken rocks, remnants of a road that once was there but wasn't kept over the decades. What do these characters look like?
Do you want to go first, or me? I have something written.
Go ahead.
All right. So, we see Tatsuo Ka. He's kind of handsome, kind of, in that way that if maybe he took a bath, cleaned up a little bit, there'd be something there. He's slim, with pale skin, a visible birthmark beneath his lower neck. It almost looks like a hickey, honestly. He'd say, "That's where Lady Luck kissed me when I was born." But he says a lot of stupid shit. So. He wears a long red robed shirt, kimono style. It doesn't make it quite past his plain fisherman trousers. And there's plenty of patchwork on the red robe, but you can tell it was probably once of a much higher quality. He wears a harness on his back, holds a massive, ornate longbow of dwarven craft, plenty of metals woven into the design. A similar-looking one of medium size hangs off his side, and an even smaller version sits strapped to his left arm. You can see the trappings of a fisherman all about his attire. Even the arrows resting in the quiver on his back seem to carry a hook-and-tackle aesthetic to them. His right arm is twisted and mangled. Could be a deformity. But he lifts it regularly and seems to still hold strength in the arm. He has a frizzled goatee and long, messy hair. It can be found either draped haphazardly across his shoulders or, in this instance, tied into a tangled mess at the back of his head. He carries himself like a guy who thinks he's all that, but talks more like someone you could have a beer with. Tatsuo. These are some extras that I don't think would be clear to just his look, but yes, that's what we see.
All right. We see the close-up shot of Tatsuo.
He trails behind his brother a couple steps.
He trails behind. What's his facial expression as he looks up, and the camera pans up to reveal his brother before we go into Ryo's?
He's probably looking at Ryo, and he's got kind of an impressed look on his face, bit of a smile. Doesn't always get to go on these kind of like hikes with his brother, so just sort of seeing him.
This was quite the hike. We'll get to that.
Seeing him be as active as he has been this day, like in action, it's good. It's good for me. I'm happy, like, that we're together, that we did well this day, I assume.
Debate. We'll see. That's a follow-up question that's going to come shortly.
Cocky smile for sure. And just sort of a side glance over as he watches his brother in front of him.
Ryo, what do we see? What do you look like?
You see a similarly statured man. He's pretty thin, athletic. His body has seen a lot of combat. He's very... He's pretty lean. I'm thinking like Bruce Lee lean. This guy, he's very well trained martial arts. You don't see his body. He's covered in... It's styled to be more Far Eastern, like samurai armor. It's separated by plates held up by rope. It's plated with either dwarven metal, probably because of where we've been living, but it would be like... It's kind of a mix between Eastern and Western armor. You've got plated plates held together by rope, but it's also got underlaid in chainmail and gambeson. So up top, it's kind of like... It's mostly styled Eastern. And he's got a wrap around his face, and he's kind of carrying his helmet. The helmet is shaped like probably like a standard samurai helmet, but it's got a single armor fin, I guess, over the top, and off the back is hanging a couple probably some silk from forever ago. It looks really tattered. This helmet's seen some action, and he's carrying it separate. At his hip, he's got a long katana, and then underneath that, he's got a nodashi. So he's got like a dual.
Is that like a shorter sword?
No, nodashi is like great sword.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's got like a regular size katana, and then he's got like a ridiculous katana. And yeah, he's kind of hiking up. Hiking is nothing for him. He's super fit. It's nothing. He's barely breaking a sweat.
There's a bit of a pant coming from over by the top. He's
got one. His face is half covered, like right here, because that's his usual thing, is he's got his face wrapped. But you can kind of see like there's a scar. It's pretty old, probably from when he was a teenager. It's very well healed, but it's still pretty dark, kind of right across, like he got cut down by something.
And sticking with Josh, you were coming back from a mission. What was that?
Coming back from a mission. Ooh, defending a supply route.
Gotcha.
It sounds... I mean, we're really tight on supplies right now, and I think that was a very strategic position we needed to defend, especially if hobgoblins showed up, and we had not really the peasants, but I guess other people that went to collect supplies needed bodyguards for sure.
Gotcha.
That's my expertise, So
moving over to Tatsuo. Who didn't come back from the mission? Who did you leave with?
We left with this guy. Oh man, I seen him a couple times in the gambling houses, and he showed some skill with a blade, smaller, like blades, throwing stars, like the kind of darts, the kind of thing you would expect from a coward to fight with. But he seemed to be skilled. He seemed to be skilled at it. He knew me because he knew my brother. My brother's pretty well known, and let me look at him. Anyway, he knew he might be able to get some work. Talked about his skill set. I figured there couldn't be any harm in it. I knew that we would have this mission coming up soon, so I figured. I mean, we might as well get a little bit of help. Poor guy didn't even see it coming.
Rio, did you succeed in your mission? Or was this a forced retreat?
No, we succeeded. We had to succeed. There was no other option.
Gotcha. And what feeling do you have towards death? Two of you. This isn't the most uncommon thing. It's regular for people to come back. To not come back.
I've been on a few missions before. I've seen people die. I've watched them drop. I tend to focus on what's going on. It was just us three, and he was bleeding out. I didn't know what to do. If Rio wasn't there to slit his throat, to put him out of his misery, I mean, I couldn't have. I would have just watched him die. It was... I feel a little messed up from it, but I think nothing a good drink can't get out of my head.
And Rio?
I find comfort in death, in silence, bringing others to it. I'm not afraid.
You'll fit right in. So we see these two figures moving up the winding mountainside path, occasionally having to boost one another up, pull the other one up here or there, taking a little bit of a shortcut, a little effort, extra work.
Can we have like a minor back and forth? I have something like I want to imagine him like grabbing my arm as he's like helping me up a thing. Just like, you think he's got any family? Think we should tell somebody? Ugh.
It doesn't matter. Keep moving.
I mean, I'm moving.
We can worry about that later.
Sorry, I can't help but worry about it now. It's just kind of... Whew. I didn't know they turned blue like that. Never mind.
As you,
What?
His face, he turned blue. I mean, he couldn't breathe. He was... I was,
Nothing a good drink for you won't solve.
Yeah, I can't wait to get there as soon as possible.
And sure enough, you see above you these tall stone pillars depicting just above. You can't see exactly the gate, but you can see sort of the tops of this wall. These ancient, expertly, each individual stone carved with care and love by their former dwarven residents.
I'll tell you what, nothing makes me happier than seeing those damn pillars.
Don't dawdle, we're not inside the walls yet.
Dawdle? I'm okay.
He continues, he's beelining for that gate.
Oh.
Especially since we lost someone on the mission, yeah, it's very much like, get in the fucking gate.
There is a small, I'd say it's a small gate, probably, maybe you could fit two, or if for whatever reason you got two horses up here, you could kind of set them side by side and have them go through the gate.
Are there people manning the wall?
Yeah.
There's probably one or two.
Anybody outside?
There are other lookouts. Not in the rain right now. It's just a light rain. Nothing too rough.
I gave you some rain sounds. You don't have to use them if you don't want to. Outdoor rain.
So fancy.
Rain on stone sounds about right.
Yeah.
Rain on stone steps.
There it is. Oh, it's so good.
I'm going to turn it down a little bit because we still have the other one.
Okay.
I like. Yeah, that's good.
It's good.
As you approach the gate, you know if any danger was coming, it would have been spotted miles away. There are some scouts, some little like outposts throughout that have some smoke signals they use to communicate.
We should ask about the trade route if they got here safe when we get inside.
We can worry about that once we're inside.
A lot of worrying to do once we get in there, right?
There's time for worry and there's time for haste.
How you move so fast?
Which you see just the head of a dwarf as you approach the walls peek out over the wall and you say, "Hey, who's that there?"
Okay, Gridley.
Open the gate. It's us.
Gridley, it's Tetsuo, Kyle Brothers, Rio.
Only two of you. Only two of you. And then you hear he says that and you hear a get the damn gate open.
Did the others arrive?
Yes, we've had some company. The exiles told to leave. They left the stuff here. We took care of it.
The supply convoy.
Yes.
It?
They made it.
That's good. Oh God, we're gonna get paid. Yes.
And slowly you see the gate. It's your standard portcullis. Top lift, slowly lift up. You see it go up. You see it go down a little bit. You see it.
They're in the back going.
It's getting there. As you just hear, and you just damn it, boy, get the damn gate open. These heroes need a good belly ale. And what are you doing? And it's like,
haven't the Smith gotten to that thing yet? Jeez.
Sorry. And then and eventually it opens up as you walk in, and you see an exhausted halfling, leaning on it kind of, and he's what's that? Sorry. And he goes and he has little snacks essentially for you when you come back, and he presents them to you.
Is this our money?
What snacks are they? To both of you. This little halfling boy runs up with. He grabs. He's uncovers. It's raining, so they keep in some kind of light meal.
Oh, we got a lot of crops around here. It's probably bread.
Yeah, probably bread.
Yeah, because it's
bread or pastry. Yeah.
Some fresh bread too.
Oh, wait, is this our pay?
So this is the thing we didn't talk about. There is not much pay in general. These jobs are taken out of duty, out of honor, out of fame.
It's
you
bread.
Are paid. What's it?
It's bread. That's my bait. I need this. I need this so I can fish.
Yeah, they offer it to you. I think you get any job, especially you get a little extra food. Food in general is
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay.
I was doing a character thing.
Food in general is regulated, kind of by the council. They
so
sort of
commies.
A little bit.
Commies.
It's any food made inside, anything from inside, is regulated. Although bringing anything from outside, free game.
Okay.
So that is another motivation a lot of people
so
have
if we
to
were
leave the
to,
walls.
so if we were to go out and get food, it's pretty much
it's yours.
Finders keepers, yeah.
Yeah, I would. Tetsuo would definitely it's a halfling boy who hands us.
He's like 3 feet tall.
Wasn't it?
He's lifted it up. He's like, there you go.
Oh yes, and I would immediately take off to look at the merchandise, or whatever. How much is there?
Yeah. You got a whole loaf between the two of you.
I wasn't. Were we supposed to get more, Rio?
Is that it?
Bakery's a little dry today. Sorry, it's a little.
I understand.
Well, you can petition for more if you want up at the hall, but
I'm good.
I'm sorry. I just am doing what.
No, it's fine. No, it's enough.
Look, maybe they left me more. I could go check.
Don't bother.
Oh,
I take the loaf and start walking toward walking further in.
Thank you.
Kicks, everybody. Why don't you guys give me a perception check?
Hell yeah! Perception checks are the best checks.
First roll of the game, boy.
My least favorite check. Just for kicks.
I'm great at wisdom, guys.
Oh, I'm decent.
I'm so good at wisdom. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh!
Damn it!
I think it's as you go to leave. So since Rio is the first one in, I think as you go to leave, so you got these raindrops trickling down. Then you feel something a little extra, like fall down, hit your nose, and you just see some breadcrumbs. The dwarf above it, he says, "Good work, boys. Couldn't do it without you."
Thanks.
He wouldn't even say anything. He'd just wave or salute back or.
Thanks, Gridley. Thanks. You let us know if there's any more work, right?
It's up on the board. You'll find it.
Oh, as always, yeah.
Watch the gate, but don't open the gate. Just watch it.
I rush up to Rio. How many loaves you want to bet that he's got the rest of our reward?
Be careful thinking like that. Maybe we should just check the mission board.
Well, if this damn rain had stopped, maybe I could go fishing and get us some real, currency. But
not now.
Isn't this like the 4th day it's been raining?
We need to tend to our equipment.
All right. I'm sure I've got enough rusted here along with my spine. You'd think that's what got deformed. Oh, God! Ugh.
You should adjust your posture.
Oh, Uncle Kyle would say, sit up straight or you won't learn your lessons. Yeah,
yeah, you start heading up. I think now the steps are a little more like actual steps that you're walking up. Lots of steps, lots of...
We lived here. The leg muscles in this town are insane.
Also, very high altitude. Your guys' endurance.
Do we have the Goliath feature where we can breathe at 10,000 feet?
You have to. This is just where you live. You're used to it.
That's pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah. I'll add that.
Water boils way quick.
It's like runner's wet dream is living in that high altitude.
Oh, I just love the idea because, stacked on top of each other, we almost get a very city sense. I'm imagining lights look really cool, hanging lights in certain places, the close together. It's very Tokyo in my head.
What time everything did we come back?
Mid to late afternoon.
Okay. So we haven't been gone maybe all through the night or anything.
Or, you also everything faces outwards from the mountain. Everything faces down.
Nice.
You start going on either side of this road, this corridor.
The path to abreast.
On each side, there is a little there are almost little ditches, little indents to catch that other sort of gutters and other structures have moved runoff water as you see the water goes down and is collected in these big jugs.
I would put my hand in some to get a sip of water. I've been going the whole day and we didn't have any water skin things. I probably just grabbed some from
same. I think as we walk by, we're just kind of
there's probably some
as we move
pools.
On.
Yeah, just taking it in.
Where do you go?
Oh man, where did we go to get a drink?
What do we do? Yeah,
you also will probably get a free drink and probably a free warm meal.
It's been a long day. We're soaked. It's very much find the bar.
Find the tavern. I know it's classic to D&D, but come on.
I think the tavern is the largest building.
Nice.
Okay. I think it's a little higher up. I think there's a little plateau area in the mountain that sits, obviously, if this place was dwarven made, it's got to be the biggest room next to the forge, Oh, it's probably there's probably a forge in the tavern, but Yeah, you make your way up. You get some nods on the street. Other people going about their business. Do you run into anybody, or is it an uneventful climb to the tavern? Because yeah, it's still like another quarter mile up.
I don't know, DM. Do we?
I get stopped by a woman. I would say it's like a miss, older woman, miss. Let me see. I'm gonna call her Cordy, Miss Cordy, and she asks me for. So I'm putting my names in my allies and organizations. By the way, I got Gridley the Gatekeep and Miss Cordley, some sort of shop owner, and she stops me because she knows me, I think, and is just like asking for when her next like fish supply thing. Like she's got the payment ready for it. I'm just like, Miss Cordley, listen, it's been raining a couple days. I haven't gotten a chance, but I'm getting ready. I'm going out on a fishing mission real soon, and I'm gonna be back. Just keep that coin. You do not need to go to the other side of town. You do not need to go to those other guys. Okay, just you stick with me.
Oh, all right. But you know, the fish. When the fish comes, it'll come. I guess.
The fish in the rain. It's very dangerous.
Some other people. Perfect salmon dinner earlier today.
Yeah. I
smelled it right next door.
Miss Gridley, I know that they have a lot more people with them. It's a lot more dangerous to go down to the river in the rain. All right, it's a lot more dangerous. That's when most of the fish come out, and everybody comes there, and I mean everybody, not just us from Bastion. So I will have it for you. I promise. The minute it stops raining, and I hear it might be tomorrow.
Well, the druids say otherwise, but
well, can't trust them all. Druids I talk to, I'm like walking away on the seven. Druids I talk to say it's sunshine, Miss Gridley, sunshine and fish.
She nods, and she just kind of gives you this nod. You two have been through this before.
Yeah, we have.
And she's like, She knows you'll probably pull through,
yeah.
But it's just like.
Fish more prominent in the rain?
I guess they are, but you know that I need more help when I go down there. I'd need you and like 3 people like you. You know how many hobgoblins are down by the river? Or well, I mean, anybody could be down there. Last time I went in the rain, well, it wasn't great. I show him my arm.
I wouldn't say there was rain. It was more of a storm. I suppose.
Let's just say I don't really like being out in the water when it's raining, Rio. You can understand that, right?
I wonder why.
If I had a couple more people and I could hire on a few more, then maybe I would, and then maybe my business would be a little bit better. But for now, let's hope for the dry season, shall we? I need a drink.
Well, if you don't like the rain that much, we should get moving.
Well, I'm on land, so let's go.
You make your way up the mountain path, bending, twisting, turning, where appropriate, and you reach the entrance to the big old tavern. Doesn't really have a name. It's the only tavern in town. It's just where people go. Pushing open the door, it's a mixed mood, you know? This is kind of the communal hangout spot for most people here. There are people who there are people gambling, people having a great time, people just trying to get through the day, just want to have a drink and go to bed. As you enter, of course, there are swinging double doors on either side.
I definitely eye the gambling table, but don't go near it while Rio's nearby. I don't want him to get. I don't want to get in trouble. So I eye it for sure, just to see who's there. I want to know who's.
They look back at you. They're like,
I'm like one of these. Just like, I point at Rio and I give him one of these. Yeah. He looks Rio back and I just go.
All I see is like.
I think you see specifically one person who has kind of had your number lately, gambling wise. You see a dragonborn, black scales, Astar Decay. Looks there. He's new in town, relatively new. Maybe a few months. We'll say like 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
He just looks at you. He's got these big green emerald eyes, stares at you, and he puts a little smile, and you see him chuckle a little, and a little sizzle comes out of his mouth.
I give him like the most like sarcastic smile, just the, and then I just like wave with my club arm.
In fact, I think we have a picture of him.
Oh,
I just hit show to players.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, sweet.
That's awesome.
His brief little bio at the bottom is something everybody would know. This is common knowledge about these people.
Star's never been one to stay in one place for long. Doom and death have followed him for as long as you can tell. He hasn't left the Bastion yet, but everyone will mourn the day he does. He's always a step ahead of calamity, or so he says. Okay, cool. Other thing, I have indoor rain. You can click indoor rain. I have indoor rain.
Unless you have rain on roof sounds, yeah.
It is supposed to be kind of like that. Yeah, there we go.
A little more muffled.
Yeah, nice, yeah. A little more muffled rain.
Yeah, you walk in, you get a rather solemn, but you do get a hearty, "Oh, hey boys, how'd it go? As you hear popping up from behind the bar. It's another halfling. It's your good friend. Everybody's good friend.
Halflings everywhere.
What's his name?
I had 2 halflings in mind. And
what's his name?
Milo Tea Leaf. Show to play.
Oh, I love it.
Oh.
Milo!
Hey, so how'd it go, everybody? Come on, I'll get you a drink. I'll get you a drink. I got some
vodka, please.
Back. We got you know what we got tonight. We got for you two, our boys, our heroes here. We got some Knoll steaks for you. How's that sound?
Oh, great.
A little bit of that.
No, that's fine. No, yeah, that sounds good.
No, it is.
How many weeks are we gonna have that, Rio? How many weeks is he gonna serve that?
Bring him out.
All right, sure thing, sure. And he's like, hey. He's
I still can't get the taste of foot out of my mouth since the last one.
Grin and eat it.
I'm gonna drink a lot of vodka to get this one down.
Don't worry, guys. I worked on this one myself. Normally I haven't my my apprentice working on it, but this one's
do you have any salt?
A Milo creation.
Milo, salt?
Salt? Rationed. Sorry.
Of course.
Not too much.
Cool.
Mainly not for garnish, just for preserving.
Thank you, Milo. Thank you.
Although I hear with that shipment, there might be some in there. We just haven't gotten it distributed yet.
It's the hope.
And I think when you approach the bar, right? And there's a couple seats for you at the bar. Yeah. I think you see there's definitely the bar, and then there's like a stairway up to a little platform right next to the bar on his side. So when he's actually standing, he's like at your guys's
yeah. So
level.
Like the floor is like twice as high behind the bar. Yeah, that's perfect. What happens when he gets an apprentice that isn't a halfling? They're bumping their head on the ceiling, or what?
I think you see his apprentice comes out. It's a Goliath walking out.
Oh my God.
He's got 2 like big
yes.
plates. He's like, here you go. Milo told me to. He's teaching me good. I think I really made a breakthrough on this one. I know they're usually a little too well done. I'm trying. Thanks for coming back though. Thanks for your service, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Compliments to the chef.
Oh, well, here he is. And then Milo pops up. And he's like, so, tell me all about the adventure.
I mean, I point over to Rio as I, like, stuff my face full of meat. I point over it.
I'm gonna do a roll. I'm gonna do a roll to see how good this meat is for you.
I was gonna say, like, we start talking and then bite and then go.
If Milo himself worked on it,
I'm gonna take my shot of vodka.
11. It's pretty average.
Didn't he say he worked on it himself and then the apprentice comes out and is
he
like,
brought it
yeah,
up. They're kind of like pre-making food. They know, like, hey, we're gonna go through this much today. It's just gonna make it.
As Milo's asking this, and I've got it chewing in my mouth, I just sort of like turn the bar stool over to Rio. I just go, Troy, and I just kind of like point back for like you talk to him.
It's really tough. It's just really tough and ugh. Mostly fat.
Almost have to take a dagger out.
I just take a shot. I just take like a drink, like a bit of the vodka after every one, just to wash it down.
Well, unfortunately, there were casualties. But the supplies made it back to town as we expected.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
I didn't know him that well. I didn't know that guy.
Do you know if he had any family?
Probably. Everybody knows somebody here, whether related or not. Well, that's not my job. I don't know.
I mean, a couple people
deliver the news personally.
A couple people probably saw us leave with him, so I imagine we'll get questioned one time or another.
Yeah. Well. I don't know. Well, I'll ask around for you. All right. You guys enjoy your food. I'll go. I'll stop pestering.
Thanks, Milo.
Oh, sorry.
Always appreciate your hospitality.
Anytime, but next time you guys are heading out, maybe give old Milo a little try. I'd love to go on a.
Wait,
I know
out
a
there?
lot of things. Yeah.
I look over to Rio.
I've read every book in that library, every scroll, everything. I know a lot. All right.
I bet you'd be an
Going
asset.
beyond the wall is more than reading books.
He could make us these really great steaks.
I could cook a great meal every night.
I think you're underestimating it a little. The danger out there.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, Milo. It's definitely dangerous.
Someone fell today on a routine defense of a supply route. Do you think there's use for a cook out in the wilderness?
I mean, I wouldn't fight, but cook and they don't call me tea leaf for nothing. Gives you a wink.
I mean, put your name in with the commission, with the guards. Maybe
nobody will take me. You guys get free ring of who you take. So make a persuasion roll. Whoever's got the higher one with advantage.
I got mine.
Actually, here's another question. Something I was thinking of doing this with helping. I'm tempted to say you can only help if you have proficiency in an applicable skill.
I like that.
Okay.
I have 2 in persuasion. I'm fairly charismatic. Flat 2 without even. I'm not even proficient.
Persuasion is.
I will persuade. It's Milo.
I'm not very persuasive, if you could tell.
I will try to persuade Milo that we like it's a situation of we just got to find the right job, like maybe down the line. Like, I'm putting it off. I'm putting it off.
Not crushing his spirits, just
He's letting him down easy.
Like is like maybe we find one that suits you, and then
if you fail, his spirits are crushed.
Okay.
If you succeed, spirits are high, but
God damn!
I have a relationship with Milo. I mean him. I like him. Like he's my barkeep. All right, he's my counselor, my therapist.
Critical.
Overall, when Milo puts his work down, when he actually focuses on his cooking, he's actually probably one of the best damn chefs.
Milo's a great friend of mine,
but he's just always talking to other people. You always see him like reading some unrelated book back there when he doesn't have his eye on the food, comes out burnt, But Milo's like, yeah, you're right. Maybe when there's like a real applicable job for me.
Yeah.
Or like maybe if you're looking at like some kind of ruins, some kind of need an interpreter, need some kind of need the smarts, not just the kill the baddies.
I can't read ancient dwarven runes. Rio, can you read ancient dwarven runes? Maybe if we get something like that in the future. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I love him.
I just look at. I give Rio a look like.
He's got he's got his eyes closed. He's just listening, and he's trying to cut the meat, but it's like not working. You know what I mean? Like the knife is kind of sliding over the top because it's so chewy.
It doesn't cut through.
Yeah, but I'm just shaking my head with my eyes closed.
You need help, Rio? You want me to?
A man with a bum arm is asking me for help, or asking to help cutting my food.
I am halfway through my steak. I'm. All right. I'll leave you alone.
You guys,
I'm like trying to cut this with this knife that's been around forever and no one bothered to sharpen it.
It's all right.
It's like a stone knife.
You guys gotta level up the kitchen, so you get that Monster Hunter. You get those Monster Hunter food cutscenes.
We get cats that jump up on here.
I was
Cats look
half
so
expecting
good.
the
Dance.
one behind the bar to be the fucking Palico chef.
I don't do cats.
No,
it's all good.
Halflings are the closest.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
And yeah, you eat up, and Milo comes back. He's like, yeah. So I found out. Yeah, he's got 2 kids.
How old?
They're 12 and 2, 12 and 10, 12 and 10. Sorry, it's those T's, you know.
Oh,
Tea leaf, you know. That's me.
what? Are they? Two boys?
Boy and a girl.
Boy and a girl. Okay.
You got Jesse and Jesse.
I didn't know he had kids.
They're
What's he
not.
doing?
They're not biological kids. You know, picked them up. I'm sure somebody else will help them out. You know.
Yeah, I'm
we all
sure.
pull together here. Somebody will help, right? Because man, I'll tell you, if I can't bring a kid, the missus she'll never let me hear the end of it.
I mean, nobody's responsible here. Maybe we can talk to the council or something.
I agree.
I'm sure they'll fit something. They'll find him a home, right?
We should let them know what happened. Jeez.
Yeah, you can give them a little mission report if you want. And out of character, this is one thing: is after each mission, I'm gonna want somebody to write a mission report on how the mission went.
That's
nice.
cool. It should trade it off. Yeah, I asked Milo for another drink. Tetsuo looks like before he was a little freaked out. Now he feels terrible. Like I just get one more vodka, Milo.
Well, I was like, you want that, or and he pulls out of his pocket. He's got something rolled up. He's like,
Rio has his hand on the counter, and he's clenching a fist as he kind of sideways.
A drink is fine. Another drink. Just one more drink.
Yeah, of course. That's it.
I look over to Rio. I don't know why he would offer me that. I would never.
We shouldn't be drunk delivering.
Oh, you go.
We shouldn't be drunk delivering news of their father's death to two children.
My dear brother, I handle my liquor very well. I think you know that. This is helping me more than anything.
I know you, and that's not true.
This is that's why you're here to stable me out. Cheers, clunk. Take it down.
He's also probably offering you tobacco. He's not.
Yeah, I know.
Not weed.
It was skooma.
Yeah, I think if there's tobacco, probably would take a
Rio
would have a pipe. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sure.
Then totally, I would take mine out too. I want to fucking Merry and Pippin this shit. Oh yeah. We're both getting ready, just oh yeah.
There we go.
Light up at the same time and just take it back. Yeah.
Yeah, Milo puts this huge blunt in his mouth too.
Oh my God.
It's probably about 6 inches out.
Did he roll it himself? To
oh shit!
Of course.
Yeah.
He grows his own.
Still believes he hasn't even crushed it.
Yeah, he's talking out of the side of his mouth. He just keeps babbling about shit.
No.
And it's up to you if you care about.
Oh my God.
My friend Alex.
Halflings and their weed,
But once he hears that, once he kind of gets, this is what he does all day. He moves on. Eventually, somebody else walks in, and he's like, "Oh, hey, oh my gosh, oh, my favorite person. Well,
I just smile. I think Milo's great. Milo's great. He's a good guy. Like, I genuinely like him.
That's a good read on him. He means well. He gets himself in a little too much sometimes.
And I mean, he's probably given me a room a couple times when I passed out drunk in an alleyway next to this place after gambling away all my money.
Yeah, there's times where it's like, oh, you don't want to go back to see your Rio. Here, I'll put you up a bag. He's got like a cot or something.
Yeah. I'm just like, no, don't take me to Rio. They'll kick the shit out of me.
Looking around the room, there's a lot of your regular people.
Yeah.
Your usuals, you see. Sitting. Yes.
Do we know where the children live? Do we know who the guy was that we lost on the mission?
Yeah, you can put together.
You
don't have to go around and ask.
Right?
You
so
can, you can find out pretty quick. It's not a roll or anything.
Okay.
You know they live in it's probably like a one-room house, essentially. With the three of them.
Did he have a wife? Or partner?
No.
As far as we know, nothing.
Just kids.
Alright. Seems like your everyday place in the old, oh man, what would I call this? Avalanche. The old Avalanche.
I'm cool with it, Nate. I will try. I don't know. I'm torn on wanting.
That's beyond a dive bar. It's
yeah. Nobody's here for a good time. They're here to just get through the rest of the day.
I don't know how to spell Avalanche.
Avalanche.
There it is.
I mean, it's the side of a mountain, I guess.
Yep.
There are. Occasionally, there are some people sitting there. Most people are there with somebody. Pretty much everybody sits at a table. Except there are two fake people that it's up to you how well you know them. That they're kind of loners. They kind of sit to themselves. Maybe they want company. Maybe they don't. Those are, one is the elf Leah Hanali.
Okay.
Sitting, she's got resting bitch faced pretty hard. And the other is Baldric, a dwarf who was kind of ostracized by the rest of the dwarves here. You know, she left Lodlore at one point under questionable terms. And you know, Leah kind of has a stick up her ass. Thinks she should be a lot. I don't know. She was destined to be like a queen, and then that kind of went south, and here she is.
Oh shit.
So she's adjusting. Just a couple other faces you would recognize.
So, Bardrin, you said that she was going to leave?
Bardrin was originally lived in Lodlore, the dwarven settlement next door. But before they sealed it off, left, took a lot of stuff with her, and left to move here, which was a big no among dwarves. Yeah. They're very much like, no, we're gonna see this through. We're gonna stay here. So she kind of came here alone, and then her own kind of cult. It's this thing where even though everybody's very accepting, there are very much the cliques of the different cultures. And her own culture has kind of brushed her aside.
Okay.
Gotcha. Outcast type.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Leah is usually with two other people, actually, I forgot. But they are nowhere to be seen.
What do you think Leah and Miss Baldwork are doing over there? I mean, don't they usually have more?
As he says this to me, can I turn around and look Do I see if they're looking at us, or
yeah? What's their demeanor at the table?
They're not sitting together either. That's the.
Okay. Oh yeah, what's their demeanor right now? Do they look angry or upset?
Bardrin is drunk.
Okay.
As dwarves
Leah is just staring into her drink.
Do you think something happened? Is Baldric usually get this drunk? Is this something we've seen before, or is this out of the ordinary?
Bardrin is a dwarf, so it's.
First question before that.
It's pretty regular.
Okay.
Are they like partners? Do they travel together, or we just notice these two? We pick them out of the crowd.
No, pretty much. In general, people don't really go anywhere really alone here. Usually, if you're going to the tavern, you go with somebody. Everybody.
But these are more mission people.
It is a place that people usually have. People have each other here. These two people have gone on missions before. You may have gone on missions with them before. But to see somebody sitting at the tavern alone, like for example, you two usually have each other.
Yeah.
That's why with you going fishing alone, it's kind of, people are like, "Go ahead, we're not gonna stop you." But
yeah, something's wrong there.
We should mind our own business.
Well, I mean, minding my own business is never really. Yeah, we should mind our own business.
Right before you say that, Milo's like, "Well, okay."
I go, wait, you know something?
I know everything. You know.
Give us the skinny. What's going on over there?
You don't want to know. And he just walks away.
What a bastard.
He chuckles to himself. He's like, "Hey."
Well, all I can guess is two of them aren't there. I can only, not hope it's not the worst, but I mean, we went out with 3 and came back with just you and me.
Well, I can't stop you from asking them.
Feels more painted on their faces. I don't want to end up getting socked in the face.
I'm going to finish my drink.
You haven't finished your drink yet? I'm on 2. As I push 3 to the side.
I think that's part of it. You get like a drink, like kind of snuck towards you. And
I'm just like,
yeah, Milo's like,
yeah, he knows. He knows.
He's bumping him.
Everything's rationed, but he gets kind of fair game of what he wants to distribute to people.
I could go over there and talk to Miss Baldric, see what's going on, but I ain't gonna talk to Leah. No, I don't really feel like getting my face caved in.
I suppose you want me to go with you.
Well, I mean,
that's where this is headed.
My all-intimidating brother by my side to make sure that I don't get my face caved in for any reason. Why wouldn't I want that?
Because normally people standing in front of someone intimidating them makes them less likely to tell stories.
That's true, but maybe if you put a smile on your face once in a while, along with, what am I expecting? I'll go ask her. I just do that from the table. I'll go.
And it is a thing, when you approach her, there is the slight, like, by everybody else in the tavern.
And I walk over there with
I'm kind of like, over my shoulder, sort of. Like...
my 3rd drink, and I put it on the table. I just immediately sit down, pull back, all just like, Miss Baldric, how's it going?
What do you need? What are you looking for? Nothing, all.
Just a drinking, buddy, is all.
What? Just a drink? Okay.
I saw you sitting over here by yourself, and I mean, I figured I'd come over and see how are you?
Do you know? It's been better, but here we are.
Has she gambled?
Able to hear conversation? Or is it pretty loud in here?
If you want to, you can hear or position yourself in a place so that you can.
Does she gamble?
It's up to you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she probably.
She gambles. I look over and say, I've been hearing lately that old Black Scales has been doing. He's been running everybody dry lately.
I don't play with him. No.
I mean, the pot that he's got right now is quite a bit, and he hasn't ever not put everything on the table in a match. Honestly, that's a big payout. Chances are he'll be moving on to the next town down the road in a couple of weeks, and I mean,
good.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, a lot of my money, if you ask me.
Yeah, a lot of mine too. Well,
So what are you here for? What are you?
I mean, as
to your business.
I'm here for gossip. What's going on?
You go back to your boy Milo if you want gossip.
He says, yeah, well, maybe Milo doesn't know everything. Maybe I need a bit of a source situation here.
Give me an overall persuasion roll. Okay. This is going to be you endearing yourself.
Okay.
I'm going to flag down...
Not a lot of high stakes. Not a lot. Okay.
I'm going to flag down Milo while he's chatting back there and get another drink.
Go over there.
The rolls are hot. Yeah, she's like...
Dang, dude. What's this shit?
I'm good. I'm good at rolling.
Hot. Jesus.
Oh, Ed, did you turn your Roll20 premium?
Yeah, I did. I did turn my premium membership on.
Me too. I put it on.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Never roll below 15.
Do you want a 17 next? You just got one. Maybe I'll give you.
That'd be nice. All right.
Jesus.
Yeah, she's like, well, you know, everybody here thinks I'm crazy. You don't know everybody wants to talk to me.
Well, most people think I'm crazy, and they still talk to me, but...
Well, you're not the one saying that we should go back to Lodalor, are you?
On with that again.
Listen, there are still people... She, gives up a big hiccup, and she's like, there's still people down there, all right?
I'm sure there is.
We should open, unseal, whatever bullshit.
If we had the manpower and the resources, Miss Baldwick, I would agree.
All the manpower are down there. All the good dwarves.
We don't know that. Oh well, maybe we do. I know I want to make her mad, and I'm just like, this. I'm on eggshells to say.
Your 19 will carry through the whole
Yeah, I know, but I want the conversation to still be where she's like, "What'd you say?" And I'm like, "But I can't." I'm sure there are survivors down there, but for all we know, maybe they don't want to come out. Maybe they don't want us. But what happened with you and Leah?
Leah?
Where are your friends? You're usually here with another two, isn't it? Baldrick and Clayton? I can't remember their names exactly.
Haven't seen them in a while.
You guys not running?
Leah, I don't run. Listen, I ran with Leah a couple times, but nothing too much.
So you're not running anymore?
Nobody will take me.
Huh.
After my little... people want to blame me. They say my runes don't work. They work, alright. They work.
Well, maybe if I hear of other runners, or if me and Rio are, if we need another, maybe we can work something out.
Whatever.
All right. Thanks.
Out of character, she's a runesmith.
Okay, yeah.
She inscribes runes on things, makes them work better.
I sit down and I say, well, it doesn't sound like anybody's hurt, but it does sound like they're not running together anymore. I mean, that gives us plenty of prospect on all four of them if we needed a third. I don't know where the other two are, but they're both skilled.
Does everyone know that she's a runesmith? Pretty well known?
That's kind of like her job around town.
I wouldn't mind
doing things. It's almost like an artificer, if that makes sense.
I wouldn't mind some enhancements, but I mean, Leah's got her way with a sword, too.
I think you probably have heard... something happened on our last run that they just weren't. You hear she wasn't really pulling her weight, you know, and
who?
A few things backfired.
Balder.
The maybe misfires happening, people dying over it. Risky proposition right there.
Yeah, I'll that's something that we both know. Then I would just mention and say, I mean, when a couple of runners break up, I mean that's all prospects for new people to bring on. Maybe somebody won't get their throat cut in the middle of a hobgoblin raid. Oh, give me my drink.
Mila's like, last one. I gotta make it through the night. All right.
Last one.
Yes. So there is also. This is also probably where the job board is, as well as.
It's like in the side of the tavern.
It's probably like on a little raised flat room. Woo! Platform.
Should we go home or see what's left on the board? Looks like slim pickings.
I think we've done enough for today.
I'm feeling the same. I could use a good bed, and I'm sure Uncle Kaz. I'm sure he's worried sick.
I'm sure he is. It's the only thing that man has left capacity for.
He's also just passed out drunk. We're just a family of drunks.
What else is there to do?
He's got his rice wine, yeah.
Yeah, except a drink.
There are also Jesse and Jesse who are orphaned.
Ooh, who are they?
The kids of the guy you.
Oh,
died.
where are they at?
You'd know roughly where they live. They're kind of waiting. They probably have like a family friend who's gonna checking on them or something.
Should we bring up to the council maybe tomorrow morning about the Jessies?
We shouldn't leave them overnight alone.
Oh man, I didn't know it'd be babysitting on top of everything else. All right. Well, I mean, at the very least, we can see if someone's gonna check up on them, make sure they're okay. I mean, I don't want to be the one to break the news to these kids, man.
Who else would break the news?
I don't know, a distant cousin, somebody who knows them.
It's fair.
You remember how it was for us.
I do.
Can't be much better. I mean, probably would be better if it was us, but is it bad to say I don't want to?
Do we know if the council's still around this late in the afternoon?
Yeah. I mean, it's a relatively small, condensed city. You would have access to them. Oh yeah,
a member. Yeah.
Yeah, it's late. It's probably at this point maybe like 6 o'clock. It's not like they're at work. They're just that's what they do.
Someone on the council, okay.
So they probably live. They live like probably highest up right now.
What do you mean they don't sit around a round table for like
just waiting for NPCs? I'll turn.
They have a yellow exclamation mark above their head.
Waiting for the Dragonborn to climb 10,000 steps.
Oops.
Yeah.
I will. I'll turn to Rio and say, at the very least, maybe we drop our gear off. I mean, my fishing equipment's soaked. And I just see like all my bows, all my quiver in the corner just dripping wet. I can't wear those indoors.
We should drop off our things and then head straight to the council.
Sounds good. All right. Hopefully they'll find some way to handle it. Milo, thank you for the hospitality, friend.
Anytime. Don't forget, next time, it's something that I would be good at.
The Cobb brothers will keep their promise.
Yeah. And then you hear him, like, go off and, like, start talking the same shit to somebody else.
On the way out, I totally get like a Bugs Bunny like caught like backwards like, when I see the pot that fucking Black Scales has. Just like, oh my god!
And you
so
see Rio's hand from out of frame.
Just like,
he just looks at you and smiles, and he gives a little grin, and you just see his
has
big.
So much of my money.
He's got all
If you
got like all canine too.
Yeah.
You'll lose more of it.
But I could win it back, and I could also win other people's money. Oh. You saved me, Rio. You really do. And I put my hand on his shoulder. Well, let's go. Back to the.
You head back.
Back to the dojo.
Back to your home. What does your home look like?
Oh,
big or small?
Long. Can it be like it's like tall?
Go into the mountain
and long. Yeah, I want it to like go back a ways. Like it's got to be skinny. What do you think, Josh? Like big, but it has to be skinny. Like other buildings are like pushed in on it. It goes back very far.
It's gonna be like
two long hallways,
inside,
bunch of buildings.
Yeah, inside is gonna be like bamboo kind of mat crap.
We have like a courtyard. It's just like really condensed. It's like that classic like courtyard entrance, but it's
closed in, but it looks like a dungeon, and it's got like a fountain in there that we never put water in because we don't care, you know.
Yeah, some dead plants.
Yeah.
Is Uncle Ka passed out?
He's in his bed, passed out. He's probably got. What do you think? What do you think, Josh? Like, what does Uncle Ka do for fun?
Probably empty bottle of rice wine. Yeah, it's
empty bottle of he's probably got that in like a painting he was working on or something, and it's just half done.
Yeah, you hear the snoring.
Some of the alcohol on it.
Oh, he has a stain.
Old
Uncle Ka.
That's part of his art at this point is they all get stained in some kind of drink. He just like works around it.
I go in after we set our stuff down and get our stuff in our rooms. I go in, I put his foot, back in. I just shovel him. I put him to
he's
bed.
like half off the fucking.
Uncle Ka, living your best life, aren't you?
His hair is like.
Yep, it's gotta have like
got like wild hair. It's all gray.
What?
You sleep well, Ka.
As you drift off. You guys turn in for the night?
We gotta head back to the
council.
Oh, yeah.
Just let them know, yeah. I mean, if that's something that's quick, then that's fine, but...
Yeah, you head up. There's probably somebody... It's probably like... I don't know, you come up, there's one representative talking to somebody. Who... I haven't exactly put together the council yet.
That's okay.
As we said in the thing, it's determined by age ranges.
I have one.
The oldest one is probably an elf.
Oh, okay.
Is the safe bet, right?
I had a name at least. But...
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. Who do you run into? How old are they?
Damien Ska.
And what did you vote for this person?
I don't think I did.
I didn't vote for him.
I don't think I voted for him. I think he's probably more of like he's probably voted in by people more concerned about like because they all get voted in for like different reasons. I imagine each council member handles like a different area of governance.
They're all stratified by age. So like you're 14 to 25 is probably, or 14 to 30 is probably one vote representative.
Okay.
You're 31 to like something else.
He's probably a little bit of the older. We probably wanted to hit the age range of the guy who died.
Yeah. Yeah. Is he a human?
Sure.
Is he
dwarf?
Okay. Dwarf. Yeah. He shakes the hand two hands. He's like, oh, we'll get right on that, concerned citizen. Well,
I go to like give the details and I can't choke the rest of it out, and I just put a hand on a hand. I turn just like, and I just put a hand on Rio's shoulder. Like, you were closer. Just tell him the rest of how it happened. I'll be outside.
I will deliver the news, the actual news. Yeah.
Yeah. The whole time he maintains eye contact, but also breaks eye contact when appropriate. If you break, he'll break. He's very you could tell he seems very invested.
Super diplomatic.
Yeah.
Typical diplomat.
He's got a big 2 braided beard going down. I think he's got a bright orange beard.
Nice.
And he's like, well, he was a good man. We'll make sure his kids are looked after.
Let them know he fought bravely.
We will. We'll see if anybody offers to pick him up. Right now, I think the neighbors to check in on him. But
he gives a deep bow of respect.
It's never easy coming back to something like that. You got all of my respect for going out there.
I'm used to it. No worries.
Very well. And we'll see if we can maybe get. Look, I know the jobs aren't paying as well as they used to, but we're trying to ease by right now. Fell soon, but we can only give what we got. So, well, I thank you for your service so far. I hope you trust us and that we'll repay you when we can.
We take these out of honor, not for the reward.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Rio, when you step back outside, Tatsuo is leaning probably by the door. He looks at you, and you can't tell because it's raining, but you're his brother, so you know that he was crying a little bit. He's got a couple of tears, but he immediately come out, and he's just like, what they say about the kids?
It'll be taken care of.
Good. Who's neighbors, cousin, who?
The neighbors. At least, that's what he expected.
You think anyone will take care of him?
I don't know. The way things are spread so thin right now, it's hard to say.
I mean, it's not our business, so I guess that's the job well done.
Tatsuo, Rio, you know for a fact that's right. There's a chance these kids just get overlooked, and if they do get taken in anywhere, they're just kind of swept under the rug.
Tatsuo's he's hurt by this for sure. He wants to get past it for sure. So he's just like, not our problem, right? It's just you and me in this world. You, me, and Uncle Ka, so take care of each other.
He claps a hand on your shoulder. He totally, he's reading all the signs and
thanks, Rio.
Wants to make sure.
Thanks. Let's go home. We deserve that.
Home then.
Home.
So, jumping ahead to some point. Before we end the session, I'm going to leave this one to you guys.
Ooh.
For when Kristen and Michaela come back. They can deal with your choice.
Oh.
If you go in your journal tab, there is one tab called missions.
Ooh.
There are 4 missions listed.
Oh.
You can choose one of them. On what one you'll do, which one you'll tackle next.
I'll read one out loud, and then somebody else read one out loud. Gnolls are rampaging their way south of us by the bay, leaving a wake of picked clean corpses. We're expecting a trade ship within a month, and it would be great to get this taken care of before then. The burden of beasts. Who's next?
Next is anybody. I'll do next one. Okay. Next is exiled but not forgotten. A nearby exiled tribe has been blighted by some disease. They may have made some headway towards the cure, but need aid. It's not clear if they're contagious or not, but any afflicted will not be allowed re-entry into the city. This is...
Oh, that's kind of close to us. Our parents died from disease. Oh God. Okay.
Oh, one point for you, Ed.
Yeah.
Rio never told Tatsuo that Tomoko was murdered.
I know. I thought she. Yeah. To Tatsuo.
So that's the thing, Tom. Here is Rio is super. He's so ashamed of the whole hired killer shit. So he lies to his brother,
and I
tells
hate
him that
lying. It is a huge thing for me, and I trust Rio more than anyone in the world.
He said sickness took her because he found them together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll play in. That'll play in. Okay.
So that's why like blight and disease is like really.
It's a rough one for the Cobb brothers. We're just like, oh god.
So our parents died, and then like that was the excuse for that, but it wasn't. It was a lie.
It was a lie. That tells us.
Josh, do you want to read House of the Dead?
Read it. Read it.
House of the Dead. On the way back home, a strike team came across a ruined temple with markings depicting the goddess of death.
Oh shit.
It might be fruitful to scavenge any remaining relics. Recent signs of entry were noted as well.
And I'll read the last one for us for Virgo Ambush. Strike Team Virgo Chorus was ambushed by Gob. Gobs is kind of the catch-all word for goblin, hobgoblin, bugbear, whatever.
Cool.
3 dead, 2 captured, 1 made it back here. Leah Hanali, our survivor.
Oh, shit.
Tracked them to an encampment 4 days east. Save the 2 survivors and take out as many as Gobs as you can within reason.
They lost their team. Oh fuck.
The two captured are Aylar Hanali, her brother, and Theron Feral, her lover.
You asked the wrong one.
The minute Tatsuo knows about that one, he immediately looks at Rio like, Rio, we gotta.
You don't have to take anybody on you on these missions.
I know.
Out of character, you know she is a priestess of steel.
Oh, okay.
She kills. Although, also, all these people you bring with you will probably be worse than you, just so you know.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
This isn't your 5th edition. Get your NPC with like 150 health, have them just run in there and...
It's so... House of the Dead is a little too... Which was House of the Dead the one with the... No, wait. Exile but Not Forgotten is a little too close to home, but Virgo Ambushed is Hobgobs.
Yeah, I think we both see that and kind of go...
No, we like look at each other like, all right, it's gonna be Virgo.
We both intentionally turn away from the blighted exiles.
Just put that one like one of us finds it and hides it from the other. Just like that's not a mission we need.
It's important to note, just because you don't choose a mission this time doesn't mean it'll be an option next time.
Okay. So we might lose
a lot of these might get taken up by other people.
I like that.
Yeah. That's why. So I have I have a series of folders where I'll keep missions finished by the party, missions failed by the party, neglected missions that nobody did, and then
it's so good, Tom.
And there will be consequences for leaving some people to die. Or leaving.
Well, Virgo Ambush for sure.
I'm getting Mass Effect vibes here. You're gonna show up later, and
just so you know,
such a good homebrew.
Commander Shepard, you didn't do my mission. I hate you because you let my parents die.
You won't take it. You probably won't have get personal attacks for not doing these because there's lots of people who do them.
I get the long breathing thing.
I'll have my own little front set up on what happens if you don't address certain threats for too long.
This is incredibly exciting.
So, thanks for putting up with our little dry run here.
It was great. It was so good.
Nothing that I really planned.
It was good. It was so good.
I loved it.
You guys did an excellent job. I kind of just wanted to focus on the characters bonding, little interactions.
Because we can come in pre-bonded.
Yeah, which makes sense, because you're brothers. We throw these other people who will join you on the next mission on Virgo Ambush.
That's so sweet. Oh, that's so exciting. This was awesome. Thank you, Tom, for running a homebrew. I love the way this is structured. Yeah. It's so fun and open.
So much easier to run than pre-gens.
No, I would disagree, but homebrew. I love being in them.
The big thing is I don't have to feel like if somebody asks a question, it's like, oh, I know the answers in this book. Let me just find out.
It's tough. You can make it up. But...
I can just fucking make shit up.
I will. I will.
You write it down.
Yes.
I will close us.
That's why we got mods.
Exactly. I will give us a quick closeout. Friends, those who joined us in chat, thank you for hanging out and talking with us. In this game, I do interact with chat, so yay, but these guys probably don't, so don't expect that from me, but I will be interacting with some of chat when it's available. But thank you for hanging out, guys, and those who may have lurked in the background, appreciate your presence as well. I'd also like to thank Tom, a wonderful dungeon master. Appreciate you putting all this together. Good dab. And Rio, my brother. Josh, thank you for doing this dual character with me. It's gonna be sweet. Cool. Oh yeah, very cool. The next time that we are going to be if you're watching us later on in VOD, whether that be on Mixer, Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube, the 4 places that we stream using the power of Restream. You are from the future, we are from the past, but we're all connected by a mission board with the one really bad mission that we don't want to do because of backstory. Okay. And the very cool. The next time that I will be streaming it's Wednesday. Will be Friday. Be playing some video games. Don't know what I'm going to play. 11 o'clock. Feel free to join me. Should be a good time. 11 o'clock at night. I'm a late boy. Cool. I think that's everything. I think it's everything in the whole world. Wherever you are in the world, friends, it does not matter where. Morning, noon, or night. Make it an amazing day, guys. We just did. Take care. Bye.